The heart of your teams, the heart of Michigan. Bally Sports Detroit, the heart of the fan.
There have been 7 championship games decided the last 2 days here at Ford Field. This is the game everybody has been waiting for. DeWitt Panthers trying to make it consecutive state championships in Division III. The Crusaders of Detroit and Martin Luther King trying for a 2nd championship in the last 4 years. We can't wait for this game. It's the Division III championship game at Ford Field. It's a chilly, snowy night outside in downtown Detroit at Ford Field. We're nice and comfortable inside as we get ready to wrap up 2 days of championship football with a Division III state championship game. The Crusaders of Detroit Martin Luther King against the Panthers of DeWitt. Hello again, everyone. Along with Justin Cessante, I'm Dan Dickerson. This is how you end 2 days of championship games. We love this weekend of football, but we have really been looking forward to this game because we are going to watch 2 of the best teams in the state regardless of division, Justin.
No doubt about it. This game has all the bells and whistles. Believe the hype. These are the best 2 teams in the state, arguably 2 of the best quarterbacks, not only in the state, but in my opinion, the country, and 2 Mr. Football finalists. You got 10-plus Division I athletes on the field tonight, and we're ending the weekend with a bang.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of talent on the field, and a lot of the attention has been focused on those 2 quarterbacks. Let's start with the guy that I think everybody knows, Dante Moore, the quarterback for Detroit King.
Yeah, Dante Moore is a 5-star athlete, has a tremendous release, tremendous work ethic, big-time arm, great decision-making. He's a young go-getter. He puts the work in the offseason. It's translated in his game. Only a junior, ranked 3rd in the country, 2,000-plus yards passing, 40 TDs, 2 interceptions, unbelievable numbers. And he has a dynamic duo that complements him. Number 1, Lynn Weichel. He's the human joystick. The guy's got speed for days, 4.4, and he just simply makes people miss. Catches the ball, he's got the yak, the yards after catch, and just watch this game against Rouge, just making people miss like this is 7-on-7. It is tackle football, and he takes it to the house and strikes the band. And on the other side, you have the basketball player, Chauncey Willis. He not only can catch it and go and make people miss just like Lynn Weichel, but he's a bigger wide receiver. They can use him in the red zone, and he simply can go up and get the football. Both of these young men make plays and complement Dante Moore and his skill set. You're going to see a show tonight and a tremendous opportunity for the defensive backs of DeWitt to rise to the occasion.
You just don't see quarterbacks with numbers like that very often. 40 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions. Well, on the other side, you've got Ty Holtz. His numbers are almost as good. 39 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions. This kid's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's a fierce leader, a fierce competitor. They use him in the run game, establish it with the QB lead and power, but he also can make any throw on the field. He has a game very similar to Patrick Mahomes, side-arming, big-time arm, and he has 2 great weapons as well. First, and Bryce Kurtz. This guy is a junior. He's a great red zone receiver, decisive speed, runs clean routes, and he can just simply go up with his length and catch the football. You can see the great placement by Ty Holtz right there. And on the other side, you got the Wisconsin commit. Tommy McIntosh can take the top off any defense, runs really precise routes, smart football player, great competitor and leader as well. He can take it and go with the best of them. You're going to see a show on turf tonight. This has all the bells and whistles. Somebody's going to leave their legacy as a state champion in 2021.
Can you tell we're looking forward to it? 2 great teams, 2 great quarterbacks. We've got the kickoff coming up next in the Division III state championship game. DeWitt trying for his 2nd straight state championship. Detroit Martin Luther King looking for their 2nd in 4 years. Kickoff is next.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
so the interscholastic athletes may thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decision.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games. Enjoy the game!
Looking around the room, you know, as he does soup here, what can you say? He was the magic man. And this is Stanley, a little octopus. Beware of octopus. These are things that we have collected of our current captain, Dylan Larkin. It is not a man cave. I designed and had Steve make for me this lamp. It's not a woman cave either. It's just our room.
His fifth trip to the state finals across the sidelines. On the other side, Tyrone Spencer in his 6th year guiding this Detroit Martin Luther King program, a very successful program. He's off to a terrific start in his career coaching the Crusaders. His 4th trip to the finals. He has won the state championship twice as head coach in 2016 and 2018. DeWitt won the toss. They have deferred to the second half, so King will go on offense first. Two dynamic offenses, as you might guess. By the way, Justin Cessante broke down these two quarterbacks and the receivers that they have at their disposal. Big play makers, big play receivers on both sides. It'll be a squib kick, and that will be fielded. They want to keep it out of the hands of two of the deep men, Sterling Anderson, Terrence Brown. So a little squib kick, but that gives the Crusaders of Detroit Martin Luther King good starting field position for their first possession of the game. Dante Moore, the quarterback for Detroit King, as Justin mentioned, is just a junior. One of the top quarterbacks in the country, one of the best to come out of this state, is just a junior with those ridiculous numbers. And his head coach, Tyrone Spencer, says he's getting better and better, as you might guess, but physically maturing. He says his football knowledge is off the charts. He works so hard at it. We can't wait to see him run this offense. He's going to keep it here. Slide down before he got nailed to the turf. Nick Flegler, you'll be hearing his name a lot. Came up quickly, closed it down. Dante Moore generally does not run a whole lot. We take a look at that offensive line for King.
Yeah, and you got Jonathan Slack up there at left tackle and Terrell Hollingsworth at center. Those are the quarterbacks and the guys that lead it in the trenches. And then we talked about Lynn Weichel Jr. and Chauncey Willis. And then you got the running back, Sterling Anderson, who's going to really establish the run. It's going to be key for Martin Luther King's offense tonight.
Joseph Williams, another guy who will be a receiving target for this young man. Dante Moore, quick flip right side out of the backfield. That's going to be a nice game for Terrence Brown in the first down across midfield. Let's take a look at the DeWitt Panthers defense, a gain of 11 on that play for Martin Luther King.
Yeah, and you got Bryce Debris. He is the running back, but also plays defensive end, does a great job of setting the edge. Nick Flagler, we just talked about the Air Force commit, just had great nose for the ball. And then you got some of the offensive stars are now in the back end. You got Bryce Kurtz, Tommy McIntosh, and Tyler Holtz, all great football players.
On first down, the give left side, and a giant hole up the middle. Terrence Brown to the house, touchdown. 51 yards, and King jumps on top.
Fireworks right now. Big hole opens up. The athlete gets his space. He shoots off like a rocket and strike the band. They want to establish the run before the pass, Martin Luther King, and that's exactly what they do. And you're not going to catch them in the open field. There you go, 7-0.
That was a really nice job on a low snap. The holder, Lynn Weichel, recovered quickly so that Terrence Moore could have a shot at making the extra point, and it was up and good. Take another look. We talked about the passing game, but Terrence Brown reminding us, don't forget about the running game.
Yeah, Terrence Brown's one of their best defensive backs. You see him get the rock here and just opens up the hole. Great credit to Martin Luther King's offensive line. Jarius Perkins, Terrell Hollingsworth, Jonathan Slack there on the left side, and they open a hole. Mack Truck could have went through, and DeWitt better figure out how to close that down quick.
Some serious size on that offensive line. The tackles both check in at 280. The interior 295, 335, and 275. That's Calhoun, Hollingsworth, and Perkins on the interior. Really impressive work on that. Opening that hole on that 51 touchdown run. So 7-0. We're not even a minute into this game, but we really felt like this could be a game where the team that has the ball last might be the team that has the best chance to win, because these are two potent offenses. Detroit King averages 41 points a game. DeWitt 47.
I really like what King did there on the first drive. They ran Dante Moore, which they don't do often. They got a quick pass out to get them comfortable, let their athletes work in space, and then a big run to establish the ground game.
Flagler, Debris deep. Bryce Debris crossed the 30 and brought down. Boy, he was flying across the 30, knocked down by Jamar Davis. Well, there's Ty Holtz. If this guy was 6 feet tall, he's 5'10", and that's probably why he's not going to go on to a major D1 school, but he is going to play D1 college football. But this young man, the thing that stood out in talking to people about Tyler Holtz for those great numbers, the accuracy with which he throws the ball. Everybody said the ball jumps out of his hand, tight spin, and he's on the money. Give his right side and a big hole for the Panthers on first down. Nick Flagler, one of the leading guys on the ground for DeWitt, with a pickup of 12 and a first down.
Yeah, and you see here, you got their offensive line led by number 74, the left tackle, Trevor Dennis, just a very physical up front in the trenches. And you got the running back who's going to really establish the run game along with Tyler Holtz. Bryce Debris does a fantastic job, and the receivers we talked about in the opening.
3 seniors, 2 juniors on that offensive line, giving Holtz a lot of time to throw most times. Pass downfield into double coverage for Nick Flagler. Good coverage by the Crusaders of Detroit. Martin Luther King. Pressure from Merriweather and Mays. Let's take a look at that defensive alignment for King.
Yeah, Terrence Mays is just a beast inside. Amani Dodell, they're going to have a fantastic game. You got Blake Balliff, a linebacker, runs sideline to sideline, fills great gaps, and Corey Webb is the quarterback there in the secondary for MLK. Terrence Brown is their lockdown, who's already had a touchdown this game offensively.
Terrence Mays is the guy to keep an eye on. 55, the nose tackle. You can't move him, and he can cave in a line. flag flies in the backfield as the Panthers pick up 9 on first down. Nick Flegler again on the carry, but the penalty will go against DeWitt.
Legal shift on the offense, number 10, 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Kendall Sherman, our head referee today. So 2nd and 15, and again, not ideal that you're in 2nd and long, but both of these offense has such big play potential that it's not really generally a big deal. You just don't want to be in 2nd and long too often. Holtz under pressure and hauled down. He had a moment to throw, but he took a 1 beat too long. Imani Dowdell, the senior, drops him for a loss of 7.
Yeah, you have great coverage on the back end, and Imani Dowdell and Tarek Mays, you don't want to give them too much time. Great job with his hands, great job getting off the block, using his leverage, and getting to the quarterback. That's a hard tackle right off the bat. They better figure out how to slide protect and protect Tyler Holtz so he can do his thing and use his talents.
Third down and 22. And you could see the look on head coach Rob Zimmerman's face. He didn't like what he saw. He also didn't like the fact that he had to burn a timeout, but he decided to burn one of his early timeouts. Let's get down to the sidelines and our third member of our broadcast crew, Dannie Rogers.
Hey, Dan, thanks so much. Who said you just have to play football during the football season? Senior Bryce Debris said, nuh-uh, I'm going to be in the school musical, and I'm going to be the lead for 3 seasons running. So he has heck of a fall schedule. He goes to football practice, and then we'll head over to the musical rehearsals until 11 p.m. This past season's musical, that week, he had a show Thursday. Then he went and played in their toughest playoff game that Friday against Mount Pleasant. And then he had 3 shows after that. His head coach says that Bryce, he is a special person, and he's a great football player too. Dan?
You know, it took me about 50 years to learn time management skills. He clearly learned that at a very young age. How does he do it all? That's great stuff, Danny. Thank you. Wow. Lead in the play and a lead player on this DeWitt Panthers football team. 3rd and 22. Bryce Debris, mostly out of the backfield, but he'll catch the ball as well. But he's just 14 yards shy of a 1,000-yard season. On the run, Holtz being chased, will hold it, keep it, run it. Kenny Merriweather giving chase and pushed him out of bounds after a short game on 3rd and 22. Gain of 7 sets up 4th and long. And Nick Flegler, the punter, will have to punt it away. Flegler averaging 38 yards a punt. Back deep for Detroit Martin Luther King. Lynn Weichel, as Justin highlighted in the open, ball's in his hands. I still can't get over the move that we highlighted in the open. Making a man miss is one of the great moves you'll ever see. And here he is across the 50. Stood up as he crosses midfield, but there's a big return. Lynn Weichel already showing that big play ability.
Special teams is 1/3 of the game. You don't want to really kick it to these athletes. That's why they're trying to keep the ball low. Takes a good bounce, and he's off to the races. This is a good pop, though, setting the tone for DeWitt. Squaring up, running your feet. But that's a really good return, and field position is going to take a major part in this game. And who comes out victors?
Yeah, they were trying to keep it away, trying to keep it on the ground, but you put it in the neighborhood of Lynn Weichel, and he's going to make a play. It was the punter, Nick Flegler, who's a linebacker as well, that stood him up as he crossed midfield. But great starting field position for the Crusaders of Detroit Martin Luther King. Man in motion, quick toss over the middle into traffic, caught, and another big play. Joseph Williams this time across the 30-yard line. Big gain on first down, 19 yards. Keys to the game today. Let's take a look at Cessante's sauce.
Yeah, being Sicilian, any good spaghetti, it really starts with a great sauce. What it is, the keys for Detroit, Martin Luther King. Limit the mistakes. We don't want a lot of penalties. Playmakers make plays. We've already seen that. And bring defensive pressure.
Flag flies on first down. This play is going to be brought back. Wow. Sterling Anderson just refuses to go down, but I'm pretty sure this is coming back. It was illegal motion after, and that's going to wipe out a 17-yard gain. Let's go back to some of your keys for the Crusaders of Detroit, Martin Luther King.
Yeah, we just said limit mistakes. We got a penalty there that just retracted a 17-yard gain. They have plenty of playmakers. Get them in their hands. Do what got you here. And defensively pressure. They did a great job against River Rouge, bringing pressure from the secondary. They haven't had to do that so far with Amani Dodell and Terrence Mays getting pressure up front. But definitely DeWitt's going to have to figure out a way to slide protect and protect Tyler Holt so he can make some plays with his skill set.
Play comes in from the sidelines. In motion, Deshaun Mercier. Flip is downfield. Lynn Weichel on the reception. Gain of about 10 yards. He's got so many weapons, and the decision-making is what Tyrone Spencer, the head coach, he says that's what stands out in the improvements in the junior season, and it's been a spectacular junior season for Dante Moore. His decision-making, some interceptions last year, hardly an interception this year, 2 with 40 touchdown passes. The maturity, it's the complete package with the physical tools to go with the mental. Joseph Williams on the short reception, but easily gets the first down inside the 15, a gain of 9.
And you're getting some combo coverage, meaning you have zone on one side, man on the other. With the speed here, you're going to see the motion, comes through, zips through to the other side, see the matchup, and he just outflanks the outside linebacker and simply gets to the first down. They're going to have to deal with a lot of speed, and DeWitt's going to have to adjust.
First down inside the 15. Martin Luther King already with the early lead. Quick toss, right side, and good open field tackle. Blake Haller bringing down Lynn Weichel. Not an easy guy to bring down in the open field.
Yeah, good job here. Dante Moore is so composed. He's going to take what you give him, and he'll nickel and dime you to death. He's not going to be in any rush to take the top off the defense. He's doing a good job to get to his athletes and move the yardage.
Another thing he does so well, and the thing he's learned as a junior, when to put touch on the ball and when to fire it. And he can do both. He can make every kind of throw you want him to make. Handoff, left side, good size hole, and fighting for the first down, Terrence Brown, who had the big touchdown run. He is right near that first down marker, came up about a yard short. Third and 1. We're going to bring in the short yardage offense. Quick toss, right side, a hole, a flag, a touchdown, and it's going to be brought back. Terrence Brown into the end zone again, but you can see referee Kendall Sherman showing that call is going to go against King.
Holding number 21 offense. 10-yard penalty, spot on foul. Repeat, third down.
Really see Martin Luther King's offensive line starting to lean and impose their will early in this game. DeWitt's going to have to counterpunch and figure out a way to really meet the mesh point and stop them from establishing the run game.
Big hold on 3rd and 1 makes it 3rd and now 12 from the spot of the foul.
Watch this bunch at the bottom. 3 set wide receivers. Watch the cross routes and switches to confuse the defense.
5 split wide. Quick toss, left side. Weichel makes one man miss. Another, but can't escape a third. Weichel brought down after a gain of 7.
Yeah, we talked about Lynn Weichel being a human joystick. The first guy is just not going to tackle this young man. He is as tremendously elusive, and anytime he touches the ball, he can go the distance. It's a luxury to have that type of talent on your side of the field.
That's the quarterback, Tyler Holtz, who made the tackle in the open field. Don't see it very often in Division III, where your quarterback is also a big piece of your defense. 4th down. Quick toss. Weichel will be stopped at the 10. Big stop by Tommy McIntosh, and DeWitt takes over on downs.
And this is one of the best athletes in open space, and Tommy McIntosh matches it. This is why he's a Wisconsin commit and makes a great open field tackle to get Martin Luther King off the field. Great job by this young man, just squaring up. Good open field tackle.
If he doesn't make Weichel turn, I think he might have been able to get to the edge.
Yeah, does a great job coming up, moving his feet in space, keeping leverage. They really needed that stop, get the ball back into their offensive hands.
Man in motion is Flegler. He'll get it and get stopped short of the line of scrimmage. Corey Webb comes up to make this stop. There's so much talent defensively. And let's look at your keys, though, first for DeWitt.
Yeah, establish the run. You see they're working that zip, that jet outside. Watch the quarterback keep. Special teams are going to be key 1/3 of the game, and limit big plays defensively. They've already let up 1 for a touchdown. You got to make sure that you get that in check.
2nd and long. This is the 2nd straight drive. He's 2nd and long. He's got a man left side, caught on the near sideline. Tommy McIntosh, a favorite target, 1,200 yards receiving for Tommy McIntosh. The senior also has 21 touchdowns. We're going to be seeing number 10 a lot today.
Yeah, and this is a really good job by Tommy McIntosh. He sees the defensive back fall down and just sits down in open space, and Ty Holtz makes an easy throw for him, moves the sticks.
Holtz will be out of the gun most of the day today. Feeling the pressure, runs into his own man, and he'll be hauled down. Loss of 5 on 1st down. Marquise White came in, made the stop.
Yeah, and you really have a luxury up front with King's defensive line. You don't even have to bring pressure all the time because you have such good athletes, quick hands, great leverage, and they're going to put a lot of pressure. Again, that's going to force DeWitt to max protect if they can't get it under control with their front.
Everybody bunched in tight on 2nd and long. Holtz is going to roll right, look downfield. Facing pressure, finds his man. Was it caught? No, ball came out. Big hit. Bryce Kurtz was the intended receiver, and man, did he take a lick. It looked like Blake Bailiff over there delivering.
Yeah, you get this RPO, gives a really run-pass option to Tyler Holtz. If he could take off and go and see space, he gets the ball off, just puts it on the line. Very pretty throw, good catch. Just couldn't hold on to the football. Big hit at the end there.
Credit there to Jameel Kraft Jr. He delivered the big hit on that far sideline. It's a really good defensive core. We talked about Mays up front. He can cave in a line, but the corners, Terrence Brown leading the way with Jameel Kraft and Corey Webb. It'll present a big challenge. Flags fly at the snap.
Delay game on number 5, offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
Take a look at how both teams got here, starting with DeWitt. Impressive wipeout of St. Joseph in the semifinals, but you can see this is what they do. They've scored at least 42 points in every one of their games. They've outscored their opponents 179 to 61 in the 4 playoff games. Little misdirection on the interior. Kings not buying. Nick Flegler on the carry. Line stood him up. Detroit Kings road to the finals. An equally impressive win in the semifinals over Mason. Their offense kind of held in check by Allen Park, only 28 points. This is a team that averages well over 40, but that's an impressive run. Look at the defense. The defense has been getting better and better for Detroit King. Tyrone Spencer, head coach, feels like it really started with that second game against Cass Tech when they shut Tech out in the second half. Another punt, Nick Flegler. This one will not be returned, but it also goes out of bounds shy of midfield. And Detroit King already with a 7-0 lead. They scored in the first minute of this game on a long run from Terrence Brown. They'll have good field position when we come back. King leading by 7.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
There's nothing else after this. The only thing that matters is the very moment, the very kickoff you're on, the very kickoff return, field goal, today, first quarter, second quarter, that's it. Give everything that you have, leave nothing. Not an ounce of everything within your body and your being, leave it on the field. Let them know that they came through King today. You understand that? Yes, sir. And I guarantee you'll be champions. Let's go.
Tell you watch some of these coach speeches and you get fired up.
I'm ready to put the pads on. Let's go.
Tyrone Spencer in his 6th year. A lot of success at a program that's known much success through the years. Dante Moore throws deep. Has a man caught. Wow, inside the 15. Chauncey Willis, and a perfect throw and a gain of 37.
King does a really good job putting that man in motion. Get to see if they're in man or zone. It's a little bit of window dressing, and then all of a sudden go vertical, take the top off. Number 2 there, Chauncey Willis. We talked about him in the opening. Just a tremendous athlete, basketball player, falling and makes a tremendous catch here for a big play.
Bryce Kurtz coverage was nearly perfect, but when you've got Dante Moore throwing the ball like he can, nothing he could do.
False start. Number 6, offense, 5-yard penalty.
Justin, you did mention that this has been a problem in the last couple of games for King. A lot of penalties and a lot of penalty yardage. Hasn't cost them yet, but we're seeing a lot of penalties early against King.
Yeah, a lot against Cass Tech and River Rouge. I think they racked up over 200 yards of penalties, a lot of false starts. I think it's just a little bit anxious, ready to go. Receivers got to keep eyes on the ball, move when it's snapped.
Dante Moore, 8 for 8 so far for 93 yards. Big hole right side. Williams will be knocked out of bounds. That's a huge hole for Sterling Anderson on the carry. And King just moving the ball again right downfield, a gain of 12.
Right guard Zantes Calhoun and right tackle Antonio Johnson opening up an equally big hole on the right side. That zone inside is just working, and DeWitt really has to find a way to stop that. They do not want them establishing that ground game this easy.
They can get a first down at the 2-yard line. Second down from the 5. Moore will keep it. Stop. Ball loose. They're going to say that was down, I believe. Thrown down, ball popped out as he hit the turf. Let's see if that is the case, but it looked like the ball came out when he was thrown down.
DeWitt recovered the ball out of bounds.
Oh, they did rule it a fumble.
Yeah, simply here, getting out to the outside, being very physical here. Dante Moore gets swinged around. That's definitely a fumble. Yeah. It was out. And they can review turnovers. I don't know if they can review it being in bounds or out of bounds.
Foot was out of bounds as he recovered the ball in bounds. Time called by DeWitt.
Timeout.
On 3rd and 3.
DeWitt, their second timeout of the half.
So they use their second timeout. We take another look. Big hit by the Panthers, but you can see that right foot out of bounds on the recovery. Great work by our camera crew. Very physical play. Jumping on it was Landon Tabor. Jaden Hall, the nose tackle, with a big hit that jarred the ball loose. But Hall's right leg out of bounds as he recovered the ball in the upper half of his body inbounds.
Yeah, and you're starting to see Dante Moore in this first quarter has carried the ball quite a bit. He usually takes very good care of it. Just a little careless there and could have been disastrous for Martin Luther King.
Credit again to Jaden Hall on the big hit. Already one big defensive stand for the DeWitt Panthers. Now they use a second timeout. See if they can come up with a big stop on 3rd and 3 from the 5.
Watch a slant here up top in the slot here with number 6, Lynn Weichel. Very difficult to put somebody on him man to man. He's going to have to keep great inside leverage, meaning the defensive back for DeWitt. And the kid just has great moves to get off the line.
Pretty sure this is a review of that fumble. Again, you can look at turnovers and scoring plays, or potential turnovers and scoring plays, and that's the holdup right now.
This is a little bit of the confusion. They called it a turnover. What they're challenging is possession.
They're saying it was a fumble. The key is, did he recover it in bounds? And I guess you could say he had possession as we looked at that replay. Got it there. He's in bounds. And then the foot hits the turf. Wow. Great work by our camera crew here at Ford Field. I think that shows. I was convinced that foot was on the ground as he recovered it. Here we go.
After further review, the call has been reversed. It'll be DeWitt's ball, 1st and 10 at the 6-yard line.
I think it's the right call.
It is, and you want to see them get it right. These two teams have worked too hard to get here. You want to see the right calls happen. I feel like if they didn't call the turnover, then you can challenge it and find out that he had possession. But since they called the fumble, really where the mistake was is who had possession or if he had possession in bounds. It's kind of a loophole in this whole review process in the state championships. I know Coach Zimmerman was very fired up about the call being missed.
So, once again, DeWitt takes over deep in their own territory. Starting field position advantage, Crusaders of Detroit Martin Luther King so far. See how Rob Zimmerman wants to play it here with this dynamic offense deep in his own end. Give up the middle. Bryce Debris, very little there. Approaching 1,000 yards for the season. He's leading ground gainer for DeWitt Panthers. This offense has been split right down the middle in terms of yards gained. 2,900 yards passing, 2,900 yards rushing for DeWitt coming into this game. So far, not much available on the ground.
And a big reason to that's my big man in the middle there, Terrence Mays. He is just a beast.
On the jet sweep, running room down the near sideline for Nick Flegler, and a first down over the 30. 22 yards for Nick Flegler.
Yeah, you've seen DeWitt go inside a couple times. They're making Martin Luther King's defense honor it, and then you get the zip jet sweep outside, and it works for the Air Force commit, Nick Flegler, and does a really good job of making a move and getting upfield, getting them backed up out of their own end zone.
Started at the 5, now out to the 29. Flegler in motion, the fake to him. Whoa, the pads are cracking on that defensive line. Carl Williams, number 3, delivered the big hit.
Yeah, any great football game, you should be able to close your eyes and know that a game is being played, and it sure is right now. There's a lot of pads popping, people bringing the wood on both sides, and that's why these two teams are two of the best to do it in the state of Michigan.
Second and long. Holtz. Quick underneath route, and that's going to be good enough for the first down to Tommy McIntosh, his favorite target. Starting to find receivers in space, a gain of 11. Going to more of the quick routes now, which seems like he would have to do because he hasn't had much time to throw.
Yeah, and Tommy does a really good job, and I'm sure they practice this. If they see that the cornerback is way far off, he's going to break the route off. If he's up tight, he's going to go ahead and try to push vertical. And he's doing a good job of just taking what MLK gives them.
That's the end of the first quarter of the Division III state championship game. King with the early 7-0 lead.
Rocking our Detroit jerseys. Unreal city, unreal fans, unreal team. The boys, the team is buzzing this year. Let's go.
I've won most of the biggest cases in this state. And because of that, people think I'm out of reach for them. But the fact is that Feiger Law takes on all kinds of cases, big and small. No one else tries more auto cases than us. We get results and no one pays until we win. Feiger Law. I was born for this.
I was born for this. I was born for this.
Keep your home warm this winter with Family Heating and Cooling. Family is not just our name, it's the way we do business. Our family has been keeping families and businesses safe and comfortable for more than 50 years. Our estimators and technicians do not work on commission, so they won't sell you products or services you don't need or want. Call to schedule a free, no-pressure quote and let Family Heating and Cooling assist you with all your heating needs.
There's been a lot of hesitancy in our communities of color regarding vaccination, and it's extremely important that our communities of color don't get left behind. We know that people of color are more heavily affected by COVID-19.
We were dying at higher rates and getting sicker at higher rates in other communities, and we need to protect ourselves.
I urge everyone to be vaccinated, especially my brothers and sisters. We just don't want you to be left behind.
This season, Bally Sports Detroit and your Detroit Pistons go hand in hand. Don't miss a moment. Stream your team with the Bally Sports app. Keep up with your Pistons this season on Bally Sports Detroit and the Bally Sports app, presented by T-Mobile.
Well, they're extremely talented. You know, I mean, we're going to have to play our best game to have an opportunity to win, but we're super excited to be able to compete with these guys. We can't wait. Cannot wait to get going.
Everybody's been waiting for this game. DeWitt and King roared into the state finals with big wins in the semis. King really had full control of the first quarter of this game, Justin.
Yeah, and had some missed opportunities early. A couple penalties that pushed them back, and then the unfortunate turnover. Obviously, credit to DeWitt for forcing it.
Now a couple of big plays, and DeWitt has moved it out over their own 40 after starting at their own 5. The keeper for Tyler Holtz, and he is stuffed after a gain, well, generously called a gain of 1. Make it 2 on first down, 2nd and 8.
But Tyler Holtz is a fierce competitor, two-way player as a quarterback, which you don't really see because you want to protect him. But those runs are not going to help. Taking big hits, you want to try to avoid that so he can stay clear-minded and get some good throws in.
He's such a physical player. He wants to run over people. They had to back him off of that. Nice toss here. Quick left side to McIntosh. And another first down for DeWitt. Jameel Croft on the stop for Detroit King. Gain of 11. Starting to move the chains.
Yeah, Tommy McIntosh, again, the Wisconsin commit, just does a great job attacking the leverage of the defensive back. And then he sticks that foot, gets back for the quick catch, and gets upfield. He's got to put that ball away.
Just a quick little two-step drop. I mean, they're really getting the ball out quick because of the pressure that they have seen from King so far. King scored in the first minute of this game. That's their only score of the game. Ball batted up in the air. Intercepted! And all the way down the far sideline for the touchdown. Kenny Merriweather. What a play!
What a tremendous play here. Mr. Mayweather gets his hands up, knocks it up, makes a play. We said playmakers make plays, and that's exactly what happened for the second touchdown for King. What a great play, just getting off the ground. Tremendous athlete. Great job finding the ball, tips it to himself. That's a big-time football play by that young man. Taking it to the house, strike the band. MLK on the board again.
Wow, the extra point is blocked. Another good job by Weichel to get a bad snap. Terrence Moore has the extra point blocked. I mean, you just don't see that. Guy tipping it in the air, catching it. 6'4", 245, Kenny Merriweather flies down the far sideline. What a play. 2 big plays, 2 touchdowns for King, and the 13-point lead.
Your hometown sports network, Bally Sports Detroit, the heart of the fan. This fall on Bally Sports Detroit. Nighttime is prime time for Football Fridays. Across Michigan, Friday nights are bringing communities, rivalries, homecomings, passion, pride, and tradition together again. Because it's high school football.
And they've got some room.
And it is on. This fall, Football Fridays are on Bally Sports Detroit.
Looking around the room, you know, as he does Suk here, what can you say? He was the magic man. And this is Stanley, a little octopus. Beware of octopus. These are things that we have collected. Our current captain, Dylan Larkin. It is not a man cave. I designed and had Steve make for me this lamp. It's not a woman cave either. It's just our room.
Reminder that the Mr. Football from state champs will be awarded after the game. 2 of the 4 finalists are playing in this game. Pretty good chance one of them is is going to be awarded Mr. Football, but you've got two other pretty strong candidates as well. Two big plays right off the bat. The long touchdown run. Terrence Brown exploded up the middle in the first minute to give King the 7-0 lead. And one of the finer defensive plays you're going to see by an end. Kenny Merriweather not only bats the ball away, but he bats it up in the air to himself. Flew down that left side, the far sideline to make it 13-0. The extra point was blocked.
I think some college scouts were impressed by that.
6'4", 245, and he can run. Nick Flegler and Bryce Debris deep for DeWitt.
Danny's only a junior.
Terrence Moore on the kickoff. Flegler will make the catch at the 17. Got a couple of blocks across the 30. Knocked down after a nice return, Jameel Croft. He's already delivered some big hits. Let's take a look at these two teams. DeWitt, established almost 100 years ago. The Panthers play in Division III. They won the state championship this past January in the 2020 season. And a very successful football program for a long time under that man, Rob Zimmerman. First state title last year. Several other runners-up finishes, 5 to be exact. Holtz steps up into the pocket. He's going to flip it down the right sideline. He was very close to the original line of scrimmage. He gets it to Bryce Kearns, and that's going to be a first down across midfield. Nice job to buy some time with his feet for Tyler Holtz and a gain of 19.
Yeah, and that's what makes Tyler Holtz so special. He can extend the pocket, he keeps his eyes downfield, and he got a quick release to get that ball out to his playmakers. Good job there by that young man escaping pressure and making a play.
Kearns averages about 18 yards a catch this season. As we mentioned, Tommy McIntosh over 1,000 yards. That's always impressive for a high schooler. Bryce Kearns over 600 yards receiving this year and 10 touchdowns. Holtz the give up the middle, and there is Terrence Mays. Man, what a player. This young man is 5'11", 315 pounds, and as we said, he can cave in a line. Tyrone Spencer said, you watch this young man play. They try to double team him. He can beat the double team. Sometimes he knows his job. Just tie up a couple of blockers so his linebackers can make plays. A flag on the play. Let's see what that is.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense, number 55. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run results in a first down.
Following up on Terrence Mays, Tyrone Spencer says this young man, who is a senior, he says he's just so stout. It's hard to move him, but don't let the size fool you. He is strong. And when you have a nose tackle, Justin, that can take on 2 guys on every play and can split double teams, what a weapon.
Makes job for the linebackers easy.
He really makes the defense go. He sets the tone up front, and that's not a small thing. Keeper for Tyler Holtz, both quarterbacks wearing the number 5. That'll set up 2nd and 7. DeWitt down by 13, badly in need of a score. Both high-powered offenses. It will not be a surprise to see DeWitt get into a rhythm offensively. They actually starting to move the ball on the last possession before the interception. The incredible play by Kenny Merriweather. 2nd and 7 from the King 27. Staying in tight. Holtz will keep it. Gets one block. Puts the head down, drives forward. Hard contact again. Gain of 5. Bryce Debris out there throwing a block to free him up for a few yards. Setting up 3rd and short.
Yeah, and you see Tommy McIntosh lines up at tight end. They're kind of hiding him, moving him around the formation. Got a little attention over there, and you get Tyler Holtz, extremely good runner, gets outside, gets near the first down. Big hit delivered that time by Michael Collins on 3rd and short.
They get right to the sticks. It's going to be very close. First down for DeWitt.
And DeWitt needs that run game to establish and open up the rest of their offense. We talked about it earlier. They're a 50-50, very balanced team. They do not want to become a one-trick pony, so it's very important that they establish the run game.
At the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, a very balanced offense. Tyler Holtz loves to throw, but they've got weapons in the backfield. Holtz is going to keep it. Had a hole for a moment. You talk about closing a hole quickly. Wow. Once again, Williams from that linebacking spot was there. I'll bet Tyler Holtz is used to gaining a lot more than 3 yards on that play. Looked like they had it blocked beautifully.
He's built for this. He reminds me of a Tim Tebow type. He can take some hits. He's going to deliver the blow. Although he plays safety, he runs like a linebacker there.
2nd and 7 from the 17. Give his left side on the sweep again. It's Nick Flegler, and he's inside the 10. That play has worked twice in a big way for DeWitt. Another gain of 11 on the same play.
And people at home might wonder why they keep going to the dive inside. It's not working. They're getting stuffed up by big Terrence Mays, but this is why. They set up the play outside. Everybody's attention is inside, draws the defense, opens up the hole, and they get a big gain to be knocking on the doorstep to score their first touchdown in 2021 state championship.
1st and goal from the 5. Boy, Holtz on the keeper, and he took some punishment. Marquise White leading the Crusaders defense right there, number 47. That's going to be a loss of 1 on 1st down. Showing a lot of different formations to the Crusaders, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're trying to really do the same thing, but they're giving window dressing. That time they're trying to motion out. You're trying to hopefully widen out those linebackers so you can open up inside. Just wasn't there. And again, we're talking about Imani Dodell, Terrence Mays, Kenneth Merriweather, Marquise White. They're just beasts up front.
2nd and goal. Holtz under pressure, flips to the left side, caught, touchdown, Bryce Debris.
Yeah.
Beautifully executed by Bryce Debris, Tyler Holtz, Nick Flegler. It's Brandon Soltis on the extra points. Movement up front. That will move it. Half the distance. Are they going to bring the offense back on? They are.
On the defense, half the distance go, we play the try.
So, a yard and a half closer, Tyler Holtz comes back on the field, and now unclear. It looks like DeWitt will burn their final timeout. Or was that King that used the timeout?
Yeah, you see the 3 set up top here. You got 3 receivers. You got man-to-man defense. All right, and they're just going to run a clear out. They want to draw everybody inside. They sneak the running back inside to the opposite side of the formation, and it's an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown. Big play for DeWitt. Great play call. And Bryce Debris gets the first touchdown of the game for DeWitt. Much needed to get some momentum back on their side.
Sneaking him out of the backfield is a good way to put it. On the board, the penalty, again, moving the ball a yard and a half closer, and DeWitt called the timeout. thought better of it. Again, with the missed extra point by King, they really don't need to go for 2 here. So they will elect to stay with their outstanding kicker, Brandon Soltis, 71 of 74 on PATs this year. Holder is Bryce Kearns. This will make it a 6-point game. Extra point up and splits the uprights. DeWitt marches down the field. Their first score of the day, a 9-play, 64-yard drive, capped off on the debris. Touchdown. The pass from Tyler Holtz. We've got a good one going here at Ford Field.
Your hometown sports network, Bally Sports Detroit, the heart of the fan. There is no glory in practice. But without practice, there is no glory.
Looking around the room, you know, as he does Suk here, what can you say? He was the magic man. And this is Stanley, a little octopus. Beware of octopus. These are things that we have collected. Our current captain, Dylan Larkin. It is not a man cave. I designed and had Steve make for me this lamp. It's not a woman cave either. It's just our room.
Welcome back to Ford Field. Senior Nick Flegler is an all-state defensive back. However, football was not his first love. It was soccer. He was playing at the Olympic development level. He was playing all over the country until who else than quarterback Tyler Holtz approached Flegler and said, hey, come out for football. Since then, Flegler's progress in football has been off the charts. He is this team's best hitter, and he now gets to go play at the Division I level in college and have his entire schooling paid for at Air Force, which is great for him. A big goal considering how much of his family has a military background. Dan?
Well, that's pretty neat, Danny. He's already made an impact on this game. A couple of big runs on the jet sweep on 2 different drives. 9 plays, 64 yards, chewing up 5 minutes, and DeWitt feeling a little bit better about how they're moving the ball. They made some quick adjustments, Justin, because right away King was shutting down what they wanted to do.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You saw there on that last play, they recognized man-to-man. Linebacker did not account for the running back. They cleared out, and they're starting to just do some deceiving things, some window dressing to get their playbook to work.
So the impressive touchdown drive. Now we've seen so far both on punts and on kickoffs that DeWitt is trying to keep the ball away from the playmakers who are deep for King, either on punts or kickoffs. And you can see why the 2 men who are deep, Sterling Anderson and Terrence Brown, don't have a lot of returns between them. First of all, King didn't give up many points this year, but they both have just 6 returns. So we'll see again if Nick Flegler, who will kick off, is going to kick a squib. Nope, he will kick it deep. And this will be returned. 15, now 20-yard line. Lynn Weichel across the 25, and he'll step out of bounds to avoid the hit. King will start right around their 30-yard line. Well, the teams, players, and coaches work hard all week to get ready for this game, and so do the officials. Local officials meetings across the state every week help the men and women calling the action stay on top of their game. So give them the respect they deserve, and you know what? If you're interested, there's always a need for more. Why not become an official? Visit the MHSAA website for more information. Help wanted, just a whistle away. Dante Moore, hands off. Left side, Ensign Weiss. Sterling Anderson. Gain of 7 on first down. And they're going to mark that all the way up at the 38-yard line. Make it 2nd and 1.
Real good job here, real quick. Just gives a quick turn, sets up the play.
Anderson again will get the first down and more. Some pretty big holes being opened by that line up front. Calhoun, Hollingsworth, Perkins in the interior, Johnson and Slack at the tackles for Detroit Martin Luther King.
King starting to push the pace here. Tempo's picking up.
Anderson in the backfield with Dante Moore. He's going to flip it. Quick toss. Left side to Rashawn Mercier. Good defensive work. Tyler Holtz in on the tackle. This DeWitt team lost a lot of players from the defensive side of the ball last year, Justin. And really, they were trying to put some pieces together, and things weren't really clicking until that young man. And you mentioned it. It's not often you're going to put your quarterback back on the defensive side of the ball. But when he went to safety, he's so smart. He directs the defense from that safety spot. That's when everything changed, according to Rob Zimmerman, in terms of how well their defense came together. Quick toss right side. Joseph Williams on the reception, and another first down as he crosses the 40-yard line of DeWitt.
Yeah, good job. Just play action to the left, boots out to the right, just puts a really nice touch on the ball. It might look easy at home, but it's not. Moving on the run like that and making a great throw for a first down.
Pretty good example of what Tyrone Spencer was talking about for Dante Moore. When to put touch on the ball, when to fire it. Nice touch, as you said, on that one. Nice run. Terrence Moore didn't look like he had anything, and he ends up gaining 6 yards on first down. Avoided the hit in the backfield. Nice stiff arm, too.
Yeah, you just don't see DeWitt doesn't come up with the right angle right there. Misses the tackle, gives up the outside. And when you have speed like that, you're going to get the edge, and that's exactly what he did.
2 stiff arms on the same run. Otherwise, he's caught in the backfield. Gain of 7 on first down. King leading by 6. Just under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Quick toss right side. Strong throw. Caught inside the 10. All the way down to the 7 for Chauncey Willis. Finally brought down by Bryce Debris. But man, the yards after a catch for these receivers for King.
We talked about it in the open. Yak, yards after catch. Just get your playmakers the football, and he's going to make people miss. And the one thing about Chauncey Willis is he's so strong and aggressive when he runs the football.
Weichel, again, a favorite target, is split to the near side. And Dante Moore was looking for him on the slant in the end zone, but that ball was knocked away.
It's a great opportunity, Dan, for them to go ahead and throw a fade. Let your big guys outside go up and get the ball. You have a man-to-man. It's red zone. You're going to get inside leverage so they can't attack inside on the slant. Go throw it up to your playmakers and let them go and get it.
First incomplete pass after a perfect 11 for 11 start for Dante Moore. High snap, corrals it. Rolling under pressure, flips into the end zone and overthrew. Weichel, the intended receiver. Dylan Babb was putting the pressure on in the backfield. Blake Haller on the coverage. Third down and goal for Detroit King.
You have Lynn Weichel here in the slot. It's a tremendously hard job to have to defend the inside on somebody that has the quickness and speed like him. I would sell the slant hard, get a little Z route, get him outside, and let him make a play.
Moore, the handoff. Up the middle, driving to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrence Brown. His second of the night. Great push up front by King.
Or just give it to Terrence Brown inside. That inside zone's been opened up all night, and what a great run on contact. Keeps running his feet and just Debo's him into the end zone. Great job by the offensive line of Martin Luther King, and the second touchdown of the night, as you referenced, Dan. Martin Luther King throws back a punch in this heavyweight fight.
Zontez Calhoun looked like he was the one who came in and helped deliver that little extra push to get Williams into the end zone. Quick toss on the two-point conversion. Weichel in and out of his hands. King tries to make up after the missed extra point. Goes for two, does not get it. Makes it a 12-point game, or keeps it at a 12-point game. That was actually a perfect throw, and Weichel just couldn't quite hang on. Terrence Brown has had a big day so far. Here's a look at that extra point, and that's a really nice job defensively. Blake Haller is the reason that Weichel couldn't make the catch, sticking that left arm in.
Yeah, as a defensive back, especially in the red zone, you make sure that you fight until that whistle blows or that ball's on the ground. That's exactly what he did. Good job of chopping that arm down and getting the ball loose.
Terrence Brown has had an explosive 51-yard touchdown run in the first minute of the game, and that time showing the power. I mean, you watch that hit on replay by Nick Flegler, and he took a hit at the 3. And the power in those legs for Terrence Brown to keep driving just took him right into the end zone. So DeWitt will now have to try to answer after a 9-play, 70-yard drive. Third touchdown of the day for King. Second for Terrence Brown, the senior running back. But the last two drives, DeWitt has moved the ball. One drive ended on the turnover, the great play by the defensive end, Kenny Merriweather, the tip and the deflection and the interception. But the last two drives, they've moved the ball quite well, Justin.
Yeah, they started finding a rhythm, which they had a difficult time doing in the first couple drives. But, you know, it's they start building their confidence back. King takes it down and just powers it into the end zone. This is not a team you want to get into a shootout with.
Terrence Moore will kick it off for Detroit Martin Luther King. Flegler Debris. Deep for DeWitt. That ball will roll near the near sideline. Picking it up is Debris, and he'll get across the 20. Well, keep up with everything MHSAA on social media. You can look us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and you name it, for tournament updates, event announcements, video highlights, high school sports news from around the state. Best way to connect is with the MHSAA every day. 2 terrific days of football. Great to have football championship games back here at Ford Field on Thanksgiving weekend. First and 10. After 1 year during the pandemic when it got moved to January, this is the capper. Game 8 in 2 days between two of the best teams in the state. Holtz gets away from one man. Now he'll turn it up on that far sideline and get right near the first down marker. Come up a little bit shy, but a gain of 8. And the flag flies as the push took Holtz into the arms of his teammates. But it looks like Kenny Merriweather might get flagged for a little bit too much of a push out of bounds. Waiting for the call from Kendall Sherman.
Dead ball. Personal foul on the defense. 15-yard penalty for the end of the run. Results on a first down.
Big step off. We'll watch it here. Yep.
Yeah, have to be smart. Limit mistakes. We talked about disciplined football. Have to lay off there. That's an easy call for the officials.
Jameel Croft is the one who delivered the late hit. The initial hit was not the one that got flagged. First down across the 45 at the 47-yard line for Tyler Holtz. He's going to flick it. Got a man at the 40. Inside the 40 down to the 35 for Tommy McIntosh. Starting to find guys in space. That's a gain of 18, and Tyler Holtz on the money.
You'd like to see the defensive back right here just stay up in his face and be a little more physical. He goes ahead and bails, and Tommy McIntosh sees the inside opens up and just sits down in space, makes a good catch. And he's going to take what they give him, and that's exactly what they keep giving him. Give him a lot of respect on the outside.
Now deep into the end zone, heaving it up, jump ball, and knocked down Jameel Croft on the coverage of Tommy McIntosh. Dangerous play. Just because it looked like a jump ball, and Jameel Croft is one of the better corners.
Yeah, he saw the one-on-one matchup up top. Tommy McIntosh is 6'5". Jamal Craft just does a great job at getting in the inside pocket, making sure he times the ball. Great ball skills. I've watched this young man play 3 games now this year and does a fantastic job of breaking up that ball on the Wisconsin commit.
Tommy McIntosh had to play defender there and knock the ball out of the hands of Jameel Croft. Holtz back. Short toss left side. Nice throw and catch. Nick Flegler on the reception. So you see him out of the backfield and you see him receive the ball as well as run the ball. Nice catch here.
Yeah, good play action here. Just a quick speed out. You like to see him get to the sticks, but they were sitting down there reading the eyes of Tyler Holtz. Good job here. You expect somebody, some run, get Tyler Holtz going again inside.
3rd and 2, 1 of 3 on 3rd downs for DeWitt. Give up the middle. That'll be a first down and more. Bryce Debris down to the 20-yard line. DeWitt now finding good rhythm on offense, moving the ball on the ground and through the air. Right, chased by Mays, in trouble, flicks it and throws it over the head. Just getting rid of it. Bryce Kearns was down there, but he was just glad to get rid of the ball as he was being chased. Terrence Mays, Jaden Hall, Terrence Mays, Terrell Hollingsworth giving chase.
People really don't account for when you get into Ford Field after playing outside all year, especially in cold weather. It's a little more humid. People are in here. It's a big crowd. The conditioning is going to play a factor, all the running with the spread.
3rd and 6. Quick toss. Right side. Wide open. McIntosh. Touchdown. Tommy McIntosh. 2nd touchdown for DeWitt. And they close to within 6.
You see Tommy McIntosh, you have to give him some attention. He's already made a lot of plays in this game, and they look like they're carrying, and they just let him go all the way across the formation. Somebody should have picked him up, outside linebacker. He gets across, gets an easy score.
Extra point is up and good. Nick Flegler with the kick, or Brandon Soltis with the kick. Tommy McIntosh comes up big. The offense moving for DeWitt, and we've got a ball game here at Ford Field. King leading by 5, 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first, I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoyed giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
A team of world-renowned specialists who plan the most comprehensive course of cancer treatment.
Technology so advanced, it delivers the greatest precision in the world. Access to the most promising life-saving clinical trials. And a team of nurse navigators who are by your side through every step of treatment, tailored to your needs. Only at the Sparrow Herbert Herman Cancer Center. For health, for care, for life.
DeWitt has just closed to within a 5-point game coming up at the half. DeWitt Panthers are back in the state championship game after winning their first state title this past January. They'd come oh so close before. We're going to take a deeper dive into how they made it happen coming up at halftime. 40 seconds doesn't sound like a lot on the clock. 40 seconds with 3 timeouts and Dante Moore is your quarterback.
It's a whole lot of time, and they're going to go down defending on their field position. They're going to attack the middle of the field. The clock stops on first downs, move the chains, get back up, call it timeouts if you need to. Start running out some time, stay on the outside, get out of bounds. I think that they very much have the offense, Martin Luther King, to push the point and try to get some more points on the board.
Last time DeWitt did kick deep. They're going to squib this one though, and it'll be good starting field position for King. That's the danger. You keep it out of the hands of the playmakers who might break one big, but the squib kick twice we've seen King take over at their own 40, now at their own 45.
Yeah, it really works out to the strategy we were just speaking of. Now they have a lot of time here, 35 seconds with Dante Moore. He can make the big throws. He's going to make some really good decisions. I'd give some levels across the middle of the defense and try to pick where they're not covering, not sitting in the windows, and try to attack the middle of the field.
3 big targets for Dante Moore. Lynn Weichel, we've told you about them, the guys with a little more length, longer arms, bigger strides. Chauncey Willis and Joseph Williams. Whistle blows as the ball is snapped.
Dead ball, encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty. It's your first down.
35 seconds to go in the first half. The Detroit King 49 yards away from the end zone with all 3 timeouts remaining. Dante Moore will throw right side. Oh, great defense. Trent Brandell tipped the ball away at the last moment.
Yeah, you have 5 under Mabel. That means 5 guys are man-to-man. You have 2 deep safeties, and he has to run with one of the fastest guys on the field and does a tremendous job of closing, getting his hand in there, not pass interfering, and making a big play for DeWitt's defense.
Lynn Weichel is split among the 3 wideouts to the near side. He's in the middle there, number 6. Always keep an eye on him. Dante Moore deep down the sidelines and intercepted by Holtz. He's got running room. He's got blockers. He's heading to the end zone. Touchdown, DeWitt! Wow! "69-yard touchdown, and the Panthers of DeWitt take the lead."
You see here right now, you're in that man under coverage. You get a crossing route. The 2 safeties, Tyler Holtz being one of them, can just read the quarterback's eyes, and that's exactly what he does. This is the risk you take. You don't expect Dante Moore. He's only had 3 interceptions all year, and this is his 4th for a big one. Touchdown return by the other quarterback on the side, this time of the defense for a big touchdown. Strike the band. We got a ball game.
Oh, do we ever. Extra point is up and good from Brendan Soltis. What a stunning turn. The touchdown with 40 seconds to go. King with their big play offense and 3 timeouts. Looks like they've got every chance in the world to go down and put up some more points. And Tyler Holtz puts a damper on those plans.
All right, so you have 5 under. You got man-to-man, man-to-man, man-to-man. You got the 2 safeties sitting here. Ty Holtz, he's just going to read the quarterback's eyes, play his deep half of the field. That's exactly what happens. Does a great job of breaking on the ball, moving his feet, and he's just a tremendous athlete and a fierce competitor. So once he gets the football, you better believe he's going to want to smell that end zone. That's exactly what he does. Huge play for DeWitt before the end of the half.
Man was open until he wasn't. And that's why Rob Zimmerman talks about everything started to change on defense for his team when that young man, who's his quarterback, went back to playing both ways. It's worth repeating. You don't usually see that at the Division III level.
And Coach Zimmerman said that loss really helped us define what the problem was on defense. It was Tyler Holtz was missing.
Kickoff will go into the end zone. 15 seconds left on the clock. This game turning out to be every bit as entertaining as we had hoped going in.
One thing I know about Dante Moore, he's a very composed individual. He's put the work in on and off the field. He's going to bounce back. A lot of quarterbacks, especially juniors, would be shook. We understand it's a big play, but he's going to come back firing on all cylinders.
It's one of the things that really stands out about him, isn't it? Just that calm. He doesn't get flustered by anything. He's in complete command of his offense.
I'll tell you, if you want 2 quarterbacks to lead you into battle, it's these 2 on the field tonight.
King will take a knee. DeWitt is going to get the ball to start the second half. They just scored 2 touchdowns in the final minute of the first half after King scored in the first minute of the game. Big plays on both sides. And we've got a heck of a game going in the Division III state championship. It wasn't looking good for DeWitt. They were down 7-0, starting to move the ball for the first time, and then this happened. Great play by Kenny Merriweather. The bat to himself, tipped it up into the air, flew down the sidelines. 13-0. Then DeWitt comes back. Short touchdown toss. On the board, Terrence Brown's second score of the day. And then the crossing route underneath to a favorite target, Tommy McIntosh this time after Bryce Debris scored the first touchdown. And now the big play in the final seconds, the interception by the quarterback, Tyler Holtz, and the safety for DeWitt. He takes it all the way down 69 yards. A stunning finish. Let's go down to the field with Dannie Rogers, who's with the head coach Rob Zimmerman of DeWitt.
Coach, you told us your defense is at its best when your quarterback is in. Ty Holtz, how did he position himself so perfectly to pick up that pick 6 before the half?
Coach Haskell did a great job with some of our game planning stuff that I don't think they were prepped for, and Ty was in a position to make that play, and obviously it was an unbelievable play that turned the tides for us. It was great going into the half.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
For a long time, King was taking charge. When they scored that third touchdown to make it 19-7, it looked like they were really in charge. Lowell's offense started to click. Debris, McIntosh, and then Holtz. And it's a 2-point lead for DeWitt as we go to halftime.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MI Student Aid.
It's here, the Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Prices good through December 5th. These Mucklucks ladies' boots are warm and comfortable and come in a variety of styles. They're only $19.99 each. Stock up on toys for the little ones. Assorted Barbie dolls are just $2.99 each. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in-store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
Looking around the room, you know, I see Datsuk here. What can you say? He was the magic man. And this is Stanley, a little octopus. Beware of octopus. These are things that we have collected. Our current captain, Dylan Larkin. It is not a man cave. I designed and had Steve make for me this lamp. It's not a woman cave either. It's just our room.
Some kids worship superheroes growing up, but I worship the Pistons. Isaiah Lambeer, John Sally, Vinnie Johnson, James Edwards, Rick Mahorn. Those are my superheroes growing up. If I had to pick one, especially then, was Joe Dumars. Last time I played, I was pretty out of shape, but I did hit a 3 and then I kind of went back to the bench. I was never really into the teal Pistons, but on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm a Pistons fan all in. I'll say a 10, and you can ask anyone around here.
Your hometown sports network, Bally Sports Detroit, the heart of the fan.
Tune in as the Detroit Pistons travel to Los Angeles to take on the Lakers tomorrow night. Coverage begins at 9 p.m. on Bally Sports Detroit. State football championships continue here at Ford Field. Let's check in on the scores from the completed game so far. Division 7 crowned their winner earlier today. Pewamo Westphalia getting the 14-10 win over Lawton. Division 1, Belleville bringing home their first state championship over Rochester Adams, 55-33 the final. In Division 5, Grand Rapids Catholic Central getting a big win over Marine City, 31-7. And right now at the half, DeWitt leaves Detroit MLK 21-19. We will check in with the DeWitt seniors coming up next. They faced so much adversity, but were still able to bring home their first state championship last season. We're going to hear from those seniors and how they overcame all the obstacles. Division 3 state championships will be right back on Bally Sports Detroit.
When a child is diagnosed with cancer, a family's world comes apart. But with the help of your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers and the Bottomless Toy Chest, families can receive support as they fight to put their lives back together. Come into your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers during their season of giving and drop off a new toy for a child with cancer. The Bottomless Toy Chest will distribute the toys to hospitals throughout Metro Detroit. With your help, we can put a smile back on a sick child's face, because smiles help heal.
Hey, Kate, being the new kid on the block in Michigan, do you think you can make an impact right away?
Sure, why not? I know someone else who has.
Who?
It's your auto insurance.
You mean the new car insurance carrier, saving drivers up to 60%?
Yeah, that's the one. They just expanded into Michigan because of the new law.
That sounds too good to be true.
Take it from me, one of their biggest fans and their newest customer.
Cure Auto Insurance, now in Michigan.
$5 for the best kind of wings, paired with the best kind of celery sticks. Crinkle fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
Hard to wrap, easy to give. The Steel Holiday Gift Guide has something for everyone on your list. Real Steel. Find yours.
Every second of every quarter of every game. Bally Sports Detroit, home of the Pistons, all season long.
DeWitt football made history last season by bringing home their first ever state championship. However, the road to the finals was not easy. DeWitt had to overcome so much adversity and withstand an 8-month-long season. However, Panther pride prevailed. We sat down with the seniors to get their take on how they overcame it all and brought home the trophy.
The streak is snapped. The state championship trophy is going to DeWitt.
Well, this is our first time here. You were telling me about the fire-breathing Panther. And what is the culture like here at DeWitt, the football culture?
You know, you think of DeWitt and football automatically comes to mind. So the culture is awesome. We always have a huge crowd out here, and obviously the fire-breathing Panther is something that little kids in DeWitt dream of seeing on the field. So it's awesome.
I think the town has been great with everything. I mean, it's very supportive of all of our extracurricular activities, and certainly football is a huge deal in DeWitt, and probably is the last 4 or 5 years as big as it's been, with not only the community being here, but all the extra pieces that are part of our Friday nights.
Holtz setting up a throwback screen, going far side. What a play call. Tommy McIntosh, goodbye.
Last year, not only getting to the state championship game, but winning it. Walk me through what that moment was like for you, winning the state championship.
Yeah, we knew coming into the game that we had the ability to win the game. We knew how good we were as a team, and so we started off fast. We were able to score first and get on the scoreboard, and that was kind of when it clicked, like, you know, we can do this. It was surreal almost, because we've been dreaming about it and talking about it with each other since we were just little kids in elementary school, and so for us to finally be able to go out there and get the win on Ford Field just as a team and with a bunch of friends that I've been playing with my whole life, it was really surreal, and it was almost like a dream come true. It didn't feel real in the moment.
One of the best moments of my life. Share with the people that we did, our teammates that we're so close with, and the coaches, and for the community. It was really a surreal moment, and something that, you know, everyone who was involved in that won't forget for a long time.
Before the game, we had a send-off, which had more people than I thought were going to be there, and then after the game, we got back, and it felt like the whole city was out at the high school, and there were fireworks, and there was music playing. Yeah, wow. there was a fireworks show. I saw people that I hadn't seen in months. Last year, on and off the field, it was really a roller coaster of emotions. So seeing the team come together and stay determined throughout the 8-month season or whatever it was everything. It kept me mentally stable, and it kept the rest of the team, I think, and even the town, you know, they had something to look forward to every Friday, whether they could be here or not.
One of the things that I got asked a lot was, you know, where are you at, like you're saying, and it was a sense of relief, I guess, to be honest, because we had been so close so many times and we hadn't gotten there, and so that was one thing. And then the second thing was how happy I was for our seniors and that team as a whole, I guess, because they had worked so hard and done everything right, and for them to get rewarded with the ultimate trophy, you know, is something that they're obviously never, ever going to forget, and they did everything to get to that point, and they deserved it, so I was just so happy for those kids.
With it being your last year on this football team, I mean, how do you hope to finish your senior year here at DeWitt High School?
I just want to be able to remember it and say that we gave it our all. Our motto this year is leave no doubt. So we just want to go out there and be able to say that we gave it our all and we did that we can. And I believe if we do that, we have the capabilities of winning the state championship again.
Those Panthers are 2 quarters away from bringing home that state championship, and Ty Holtz, number 5 there, a large reason for them being in this game and having the lead here at halftime. Division III state finals will be right back.
A team of world-renowned specialists who plan the most comprehensive course of cancer treatment. Technology so advanced, it delivers the greatest precision in the world. Access to the most promising life-saving clinical trials. and a team of nurse navigators who are by your side through every step of treatment, tailored to your needs. Only at the Sparrow Herbert Herman Cancer Center. For health, for care, for life.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. GM employees with a current Chevy lease can get this Silverado LT All-Star for $199 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Find new roads.
The 2021 MHSAA football finals on Bally Sports are brought to you by Family Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. Family, not just the name of our company, but the way we do business. And by Figer Law. Nobody knows the law like we do. Figer Law. The 4th annual Legacy Senior All-Star Game will be hosted tomorrow in Brighton at the Legacy Center Sports Complex. The event will once again be televised on Bally Sports Detroit, where 80 of Michigan's best graduating seniors from across the state will strap their helmets on for the final time. Tune in at noon on Bally Sports Detroit as these athletes showcase their skills for a statewide audience. And tonight, Division III second half action is on its way. Don't go anywhere. We've got ourselves a ball game. We'll be right back.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Well, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first, I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoyed giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
I've had people in my church die in the hospital without their loved ones, in isolation, by themselves, and with complete separation.
It was devastating. They're at the funeral home, and we have to limit it to 5 to 10 people in the beginning.
No reflection, no community gatherings.
I've had families still come back, still not being able to believe that their loved one has passed away.
The power to change this narrative is your choice. My hope is that people will get vaccinated.
The 2021 MHSAA football finals on Bally Sports Detroit are brought to you by the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. The vaccine is our way out of COVID-19. Find your vaccine at michigan.gov/COVID vaccine. And by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers, think Ford first. Snow is falling outside. We've had one heck of a weekend of football here at Ford Field in downtown Detroit, and it's ending with a bang like we thought it would. Dan Dickerson and Justin Cessante inside Ford Field. And Justin, this first half lived up to expectations with the big finish after the big open by King, the big finish to the half by DeWitt.
Yeah, it's really been a heavyweight fight, punch for punch, matching. You thought that DeWitt was really getting put on their heels for a little bit. Offensive line started finding a groove. Offense started finding a groove. King pushing the issue at the end of the half. Big play by Tyler Holtz on the other side of the ball, and we just have a great football game here to end the 2021 season.
Look at the offense for both teams. King really moved the ball at will, but it was a couple of turnovers that hurt Detroit King, and those numbers look about like you would think, but time of possession seems big for DeWitt.
Yeah, we were talking about in the beginning in Cessante sauce, limit the mistakes, and King really had some drive-killing penalties and the 2 turnovers, obviously one that turned into a touchdown.
Time of possession big so that DeWitt can keep the King offense off the field. But we know these are big play offenses. We saw big plays by defensive players and offensive players in the first half. The second half kickoff is coming up. The Division III championship game. It's been a heck of a first 24 minutes. The next 24 right after this.
Keep your home warm this winter with Family Heating and Cooling. Family is not just our name, it's the way we do business. Our family has been keeping families and businesses safe and comfortable for more than 50 years. Our estimators and technicians do not work on commission, so they won't sell you products or services you don't need or want. Call to schedule a free, no-pressure quote and let Family Heating and Cooling assist you with all your heating needs.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing.
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today and live pain-free.
Yet another new Fix My Feet location is now open in Brighton. Celebrate our Brighton grand opening with a free exam and free fitting at any of our 5 locations.
We're a tough town, and nothing, I mean nothing, can slow us down. Now more than ever, it's important to support our local businesses, our neighbors, and our friends and family. We are all connected by this beautiful community. We love this town. Atchison Ford, Belleville.
You're looking at me in the future. Okay.
Getting ready for the second half kickoff. DeWitt leading by 2 at the half. Let's go down to the field. Dannie Rogers is the head coach of Detroit King, Tyrone Spencer.
Coach, your junior quarterback, pick 6 there he threw right before the half. How do you build some more confidence into him?
Well, you know, that's going to be on us a little bit. You know, they gave us the box to run. We had 3 timeouts. We got to take advantage of that. You know, we can't force things on a team like this, so that's on us, but we'll clean it up.
2 very potent offenses. What is this ball game going to come down to on the defensive end?
Whoever can execute, you know, stop them, execute, and make the plays. You know, I think we had them going early on, and then we kind of got too loose, gave some turnovers up. Can't do it against a good football team.
Thank you, Coach.
Well, really, the only team that stopped King was King in that first half. Now, again, all the credit in the world to Tyler Holtz for that interception in return, but King did have 233 yards of offense in the first half. So getting back to some of your keys, Justin, limit the mistakes, the turnover, the penalty, turnover stopped one drive, penalty stopped another. This is a King team that Lowell still has to figure, or DeWitt still has to figure out a way to stop this team.
Yeah, that's such why Coach Spence is such a great head coach. He took the accountability for the play calls at the end, making sure that his players knows I still have your back. Yes, Martin Luther King had DeWitt on their heels a little bit in the first quarter, but great football teams are going to respond, found a groove offensively. Their offensive line for DeWitt really started getting a push, and it started showing the difference, and then the huge play by Tyler Holtz on defense at the end of the half. And we have a shootout.
So DeWitt gets the ball to start the second half. They were really moving the ball their last 3 possessions of the first half, 4 possessions. What does King have to do? What adjustment do they need to make to try to stop DeWitt?
Yeah, I was surprised that they started getting some movement inside. I don't know if that's because they're stunts or they're blitzing too much, but they really need to settle down, make sure that they have proper run fits, and make sure they stop the run game. And they have to account for Tommy McIntosh, letting him come free, being the D1 athlete. Everybody knows who he is. You cannot let him run free and make plays the way he did in the first half.
Terrence Moore will kick it off. Again, DeWitt will get the ball to start the second half, leading by 2. Touchdown in the first minute for King, 2 touchdowns in the last minute of the first half for DeWitt. Across the 20-yard line, stumbling up to the 25 is Bryce Debris. Had a touchdown catch in the first half. Let's look at the comparison. We were so excited to see these two play, and they both were outstanding in the first half.
Yeah, and the one thing I see is the interceptions. They both haven't thrown many all season, and they both have one in the first half. That's a credit to the defensive schemes that have been playing for the state championship.
Moore started the day 11 for 11, and then ended the half 0 for 4 with that pick. 69-yard touchdown run that went the other way for Tyler Holtz, the guy on the left who plays both ways. And he's been a big key offensively and defensively, shoring up that defense. It's the direct snap. The direct snap that time to Bryce Debris. Gets a couple of yards on first down. Terrence Mays in there on the stop.
And DeWitt will take that 3 yards in a cloud of dust all day. They're going to keep him honest inside, make him honor it. You have Tommy McIntosh at tight end. Watch for him to release eventually and see if he's accounted for by a linebacker or safety, which would be a potential mismatch.
Bryce Kern split wide left, ball gets away from Flegler.
Flegler falls on the loose ball near the 20-yard line.
Yeah, you see here just a quick flip, really just trying to get too cute. Really try to keep that inside or go back outside. What's working with your receivers with the quick passes. That could have been disastrous for DeWitt.
Flegler looked like he was just one step beyond quarterback Tyler Holtz for a safe handoff. Tried that jet sweep, which has worked very well a couple of different times.
Watch Tommy McIntosh here at tight end. Watch some type of screen.
Holtz looking deep, and he's going to have to pull it down and take the loss. Samani Dowdell has been in that backfield a lot. Keshawn Ricks helping him out. And good coverage downfield again.
Yeah, you just simply don't have a lot of time with these big nasties up front. They're quick with their hands, extremely athletic. McIntosh did release there. He got open late, but you had too much pressure with the front of Martin Luther King, and they get put in a fourth down situation where they have to punt. Great 3 and out by Martin Luther King's defense.
Nick Flegler is the punter, standing at his own 5. He's going to kick it away from Weichel. Weichel is going to watch it bounce. Thought about going over and tracking it down, but what a roll for DeWitt. What a punt for Nick Flegler as he gets the bounce and gets a 52-yard punt to at least put King back in their own territory. Well, the second half page of the MHSAA website gets you closer to all the action. Good features, high school sports from around the state, weekly Coaches Association rankings, coverage of MHSAA tournament finals. Really is a great read. Fresh content every day during the school year. Make the MHSAA's second half your first stop for high school sports information. First possession of the second half for King. Give up the middle. Not a whole lot there, but not a bad gain on first down.
Yeah, you see King's getting into the spread. They got a 1-back set. You have a 3 front by DeWitt, and that's giving them a great opportunity to have numbers in the box.
A good cut by Anderson to gain 5 on first down, but nothing there on second down. Nick Flegler again in on the tackle. We have a King player down at the 40. Looks like
Jonathan
54.
Slack.
Antonio Johnson. Very slow, and trainers telling him not to get up. Trying to read the jersey upside down.
That's number 50, Jonathan Slack. Their left tackle. That could be a big loss. He protects Dante Moore there. It's a big part of that offensive line. Hope that young man's okay.
Head coach Tyrone Spencer coming out to check on him. He has rolled to his side, and he was laying flat again. That's the left tackle, Jonathan Slack, the junior, for Detroit, Martin Luther King. Now onto his back.
Yeah, you see they're just mixing it up after the play, and he gets swung around. A little extracurricular activity there.
Yep, the 250s were locked up, pushing. No penalty called, and, well, good to see. He slow to get up, but then jogged off the field. So Jonathan Slack, you would expect, would be back pretty quickly, based on the way he got off the field. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. DeWitt leading by 2 early in the second half of the Division III state championship game. Quick toss. Receiver out of the backfield with some room, and again, Anderson gets the call. Sterling Anderson with a big gain and a 1st down over the 45.
You know, we talk about these wide receivers from Martin Luther King and everything that they can do yards after catch, but let's look at Lynn Weichel. Just a great stalk block in open space to free up Terrence Brown to get that 1st down. Fantastic job. Takes a lot of great pride in his blocking. All the Martin Luther King receivers do, and he springs them for a big 1st down.
Sterling Anderson, 3 touches in a row, make it 4. Tries it up the middle, nothing there. Anderson with 660 yards on the season, averaged 9 yards a carry. Bryce Kearns on the stop there. Lincoln Stein, number 60, helping out for DeWitt. This has been a game of big plays.
Stein's only a sophomore. That's a big boy.
2nd and 10 for King from their own 46. Hit from behind, fumble. Picked up by DeWitt, and they'll have the ball deep in King territory. Trevor Dennis on the recovery. Bryce Kearns with the hit.
This is a defensive back blitz. He looks like he's in man coverage right here. And he just simply comes off. They don't have anybody account for him, and what a huge hit in his blind side. Big time turnover, big number 74, picking up the ball, rumbling and stumbling. And here we go. DeWitt's lined up again to make a big turnover and touchdown.
Trevor Dennis, number 74, had one thing on his mind. He wanted to go all the way. He wasn't going to jump on it. Yeah, he picked it up on the bounce.
And Slack wasn't in the game. That's their left tackle. That's who's really protecting the blind side of Dante Moore. We see it's the big factor here on a big turnover.
DeWitt crowd making noise. King crowd making noise. Holds, finds McIntosh right side in space. He'll go out of bounds at the 12-yard line, but Tommy McIntosh has become a big force in this game.
Yeah, they just have to start accounting for him. They're dragging him across the formation so that his defender gets picked off, or if they're in a zone, the outside linebacker has to pick him up quick. Just too much speed, too much stride. I'd like to see that young man put the football away, though.
Holtz up under center, gives to Flegler. Hole closed quickly.
Flegler to the 9.
Deion Johnson in on the stop.
Johnson with the tackle.
A couple of yards on 1st down for DeWitt. They've had a tough time stopping King's offense, but 3 turnovers now for King have changed the look of this game. King has not been able to stop DeWitt's offense on most of the last 5 drives. Holtz on the keeper, left side, and he'll be hauled down before he can reach the 5-yard line. Blake Bailiff leads this King team with over 100 tackles coming in on the stop.
Yeah, just a QB sweep here. You have Debris out in front. Everybody's blocking. The parade coming around the corner. You got a tough quarterback knocking on the door for another touchdown for DeWitt. We talk about these big games, special teams, turnovers, and penalties. And right now, King is losing the penalties in the turnover battle. And you just can't do that in the big game.
3rd down, they can get a 1st down right at the 2. Flegler is the motion man. Holtz back to throw. Pressure. Mays can't get him. Holt throwing into the end zone and intercepted. No, incomplete. Incomplete. Corey Webb thought he had the pick. Referee says no. They can review it.
Yeah, throwing across your body, rolling out like that, and Corey Webb just has to make this interception. Now, that's very close. It didn't. It came out at the end.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's caused by the ground. They may review this.
Right there, it's out.
Seemed like he had control, but in slow motion, you can't really tell. Moving fast, that's a really hard call for the official.
Not there, but there. The ball is out. They are going to review it.
It's under review.
Corey Webb indicating he's like, no, I made the catch. I definitely made the catch.
Look, if anybody can make that throw, it's Dante Moore or Tyler Holtz. Rolling out, throwing across your body a little bit. Just a really dangerous throw when you're knocking on the door.
Yeah, and he just couldn't get enough on the throw, and it's not even clear who he was throwing to. There were 3 receivers, but he threw it right in the middle of the 3. Here's our best look at it. Hand underneath, and then right there. I don't see how you can call that a catch. Assuming you have to complete the process.
Never really had control, in my opinion.
Corey Webb, such a force defensively for King. So they're taking a look at it. Again, turnovers, scoring plays, or potential turnovers, scoring plays are the plays that can be reviewed. And this is something that's really been a recent development in the state finals, and it's played big into the games that we've done the last 2 days. Played big early in this game with King driving a turnover. Ruled the recovery of the fumble was ruled out of bounds and then overturned, and that was a change of possession. Let's hear from Kendall Sherman.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. 4th down and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Now DeWitt has a decision to make. Do they kick the field goal? If you try to a really good 2-point conversion you might not have put on film to try to get a touchdown and really create some space here between Martin Luther King.
DeWitt has 1 field goal this year. Brandon Soltis is money on extra points, and this would basically be an extra point. But again, the hash marks are wider, the goalposts are narrower, and he's not in the middle of the field, so they will go for it here. Not a surprise.
I think it's the right decision. High-powered offense.
Holtz looking left, under pressure, and he's going to be swarmed by King. The Crusaders bring him down, and they'll get the ball deep in their own territory. Great defense by Martin Luther King.
Take down Holtz. And the Panthers turn it over on downs.
4th down and just a few to go, and Holtz had time.
Yeah, didn't bring any blitz, didn't bring pressure. The defensive line just does a tremendous job, and they really pressure him. They tried to leak out the running back, Bryce Debris again. It worked the first time on the touchdown that they did that, but they covered up. King was expecting it. Good job of recognizing that, and they get a huge stop on 4th down. Turnover on downs. Dante Moore goes to work.
1st down. Sterling Anderson gets the call again. He is now the favored target, running, passing for quarterback Dante Moore. But this seems like a big drive for Martin Luther King, Justin, because the turnovers recently, we have another player down, so we'll have a stoppage, but they have not been able to get their offense on going in these last 2-3 drives.
Yeah, and I'd really like them I'd like to see Martin Luther King get the ball to Lynn Weichel, whether it's in a zip motion, whether it's on bubbles, rocket screens.
Let him make a play.
Just get the ball in his hands.
Yes.
The kid makes everybody miss. He's a tremendous athlete, and I just don't think he's touched the ball enough tonight.
I agree. Right, Blake Haller is the guy down in the field, looks like might be cramping. You mentioned it. You don't think about it very often in November on Thanksgiving weekend that heat playing indoors can be a factor, but it absolutely can after playing in the cold outdoor weathers. We're going to take a break right here. We'll be back. DeWitt hangs on to the 2-point lead.
Your hometown sports network, Bally Sports Detroit, the heart of the fan. There is no glory in practice. But without practice, there is no glory. This fall on Bally Sports Detroit. Nighttime is prime time for Football Fridays. Across Michigan, Friday nights are bringing communities, rivalries, homecomings, passion, pride, and tradition together again. Because it's high school football. And they've got some room. And it is on. This fall, Football Fridays are on Bally Sports Detroit.
Back at Ford Field, Dan Dickerson, Justin Cessante. We love televising the MHSAA football finals here on Bally Sports Detroit, so you can enjoy the games at home. But it does take early mornings and long hours for the majority of our crew. And what a crew it is. They give up their Thanksgiving weekend to be with us. We want to take a moment to thank all of those who are working behind the scenes to help make these games special. Few individuals specifically have gone above and beyond all week in preparing for 8 games in 2 days. Producer Alex Asaf, associate producer Faith Kogalecki, production assistants Jared Fatal and Andy Malzahn. For me, the guys who are helping me look good today, Mike Bratta, Dan Halen is our spotter. Mike Bratta on stats, Mr. Stats Extraordinaire, Mike Bratta. So we appreciate everybody who has worked. It's a great crew, such good folks at Bally Sports Detroit. Long days and great work. Handoff and great work. Speaking of great work defensively, Terrence Brown on the carry and closing with the open field tackle, Trent Brandell.
What a fantastic tackle that was. He gave a little shimmy shake on the first move. Open field. It was one-on-one. Great job, Trent Brandell, for stopping a really big play.
So you want to keep an eye on Weichel. He's in the slot right at the 10-yard line, number 6. 3rd down and 7. Passes to Weichel, and it's going to be a first down at the 25-yard line. This guy makes plays. That's a gain of 14, but I'm with you, Justin. Get the ball in his hands any way you can. You can throw a little 5-yard out or a little short slant, and he can turn it into 50.
Yeah, you got man-to-man. Tommy McIntosh is on him, but I don't really care who's on Weichel. He is that fast, and he gets inside leverage. Lucky he didn't take that for 6.
Whistle blows.
Another cramp. And again, you eat turkey dinners. There's a lot of sodium in those meals. You're not drinking enough water. You're thinking, I'm playing inside. I'm going to be okay. And you start cramping up. That could become a huge factor in this game, how much both teams are running around. Spread offenses, a lot of running, a lot of man-to-man defense.
That's Tommy McIntosh that they're working on cramping. He's been a big factor on offense for DeWitt, and you could see him kind of just go down, sit down, if you will. And that's when the back judge blew the whistle. You look at the top-ranked junior quarterbacks, not in Michigan. This is across the country. Arch Manning, he apparently is something. I've not seen him yet. Dante Moore is right with this group, but that's an impressive group, and it's been a while since a the state of Michigan has had a quarterback ranked this highly, you think it might go all the way back to Drew Henson in terms of somebody ranked in the top 5 nationally as a high school quarterback.
No doubt about it. I got to play 7-on-7 against Drew Henson, got to watch him in high school, and I really haven't seen a quarterback do what he did since the 90s, and Dante Moore is that person. He is got a lot of God-given ability.
Moore handoff right side to Terrence Brown. He's got room. He's got blockers. He's keeping the legs churning all the way up to midfield. What a run for Terrence Brown.
Terrence Brown to the 49.
Landon Tabor finally corralled him and brought him down, but not until he gained 23, about 12 of those after the first hit.
And that offensive line for King is really starting to open it up again. And Terrence Brown just gets downhill, sticks his foot. He never stops running his feet or his legs. Another big gain.
First contact was at the 37-yard line. He made it up to the 49. Whistle blows right as the ball is snapped. We've seen a lot of this today. "12 on the field again." We've seen this call a few times. No. Whatever it was, they picked up the flag. First down for the Martin Luther King Crusaders. 1st and 10 at their own 49. Give left side again. Terrence Brown has room. This time it's Sterling Anderson. Stepped out of bounds. He broke a tackle, thought he could take it to the house. Sterling Anderson. Terrence Brown. What a 1-2 punch. That's a gain of 22.
And keep going back to the well. We don't have to be fancy. We don't have to look. Go in the spread. Just continue to run the football. Your offensive line is starting to lean on DeWitt's defensive line. We saw a late flag come out there, man.
Holding.
Wow.
Number 54. 10-yard penalty for a spot of the foul. Repeat, first down.
That's the freshman right tackle, freshman Antonio Johnson. A freshman who's 6'2", 285. That is a big, big call. 54.
Well, sometimes when you get your hands on him, he gets them turned, and then you fell on him, they're going to call that.
Quick screen to Anderson, and DeWitt was ready. Guy who can make plays, and they had 4 defenders over there. The screen doesn't work. It's a loss of 4, setting up 2nd and long.
2nd and forever. You get a good screen call here. They're just trying to get a chunk of it back. Really good job there by number 6 from DeWitt, Landon Tabor. And he makes a really good play, slowing him up, and the rest of Bryce Kurtz gets there. Everybody's flowing to the football really good. You got a 3 front here, so you might want to take advantage of numbers in the box. Maybe get Dante Moore getting running to get a little chunk back.
Brown's in the backfield with him. Moore looking right, throwing short right, complete at the 40. Stepping out of one tackle is Chauncey Willis, breaking another down the far sideline. Oh, he tried to make one more miss and stepped out of bounds. Big, big gain for the Crusaders of Detroit King, and they're down to the 25 of DeWitt.
Or throw it to one of the receivers we talked about in the opening. Right here, you're recognizing man-to-man. He's man off. He's way off, giving him a lot of respect here, Tommy McIntosh. And again, if you see this, just break off the route, catch the football, and let your athletes go to work. Makes a miss, and he goes.
Quick toss to Sterling Anderson. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. They try to do just a little quick toss left side, and DeWitt's defense closed quickly.
I really like to see Detroit Martin Luther King go back to the inside zone. It was really working for them in the first half. Haven't really seen them go back to that well.
Trying to work the edges a lot more. Look for Lynn Weichel. He's to the far side, number 6 in the slot. 2 men in the backfield. Dante Moore into the end zone and in and out of the hands. Great defense Joseph Williams, the intended receiver, and terrific defense from that young man, Bryce Kearns.
Yeah, really good job by Bryce Kearns, just getting into the body. Gets that hand in. You want to get in the pocket. You want to squeeze the sideline, use it as the 12th man, and just a fantastic job. Little underthrown. If he gets a little more on that ball, that's a touchdown.
That right hand coming in to knock it away at the last instant. Handoff is right side to Brown. Makes one man miss, but hauled down. Not close to the first down. Nick Flegler finishes him off. Got some help from a couple of teammates to slow down Terrence Brown. And that'll bring up 4th and 12.
This is a great time to dial something up that you don't really show on film. Use some motion, see if they're in man or zone. Try to get Lynn Weichel in space, or you got Chauncey Willis on the outside. If you get these guys even a hitch, they have the capability to take it to the house.
Haller is one-on-one with Weichel to the near side. Weichel on the inside of those two wideouts.
You have a two-man front. You don't see this often.
Dante Moore in the shotgun, and movement up front. That's going to back King up 5, setting up 4th and 17 from the 32.
5-yard penalty. Repeat. 4th down.
You really haven't seen Martin Luther King attack the middle of the field with posts or seams. Everything's really been on the outside, fade routes, go routes. You have 2 linebackers in the middle. You have 2 linemen.
Anderson and Brown in the backfield with Dante Moore. Moore throwing left side, double coverage. Great coverage by DeWitt. Ball knocked away. McIntosh. Randall on the coverage. Ball intended for Jameel Croft. And DeWitt gets the ball back, leading by 2. What has been a scoreless third quarter, counting down to the last minute of the Division III finals.
Yeah, you see right here, we only have 2 linemen right here. You got the 2 linebackers that are going to bring some pressure, and then you have 2 guys just sitting and flooding the zone. And they do a really good job of picking that up, really giving Martin Luther King nowhere to throw. Dante Moore really has to stop throwing into double coverage. You just don't see that decision-making by him too much.
Holtz on the keeper will be stuffed before he can even get back to the line. Loss of 1 on first down.
1 yard loss to the 31.
Tyler Holtz is a good runner. Gained over 800 yards on the ground this year. He's run it a fair amount today, but not a whole lot of success.
Dan, you start getting the feeling whoever has the ball last is going to win this football game?
Sure felt like it right from the start, didn't it? And the way that DeWitt closed the first half, you really feel it now as we head toward the 4th quarter. Holtz running right, pressures, makes one man miss, and throws behind Bryce Kearns as he slid at the near sideline in front of the King bench. Blake Bailiff was the one applying the pressure for the Crusaders.
Yeah, and Tyler Holtz is just taking some really big hits, and he takes one on his arm there. They have to limit him from taking so much physicality. You lose Tyler Holtz, you don't have anybody to get your playmakers the ball, and he's the heart and soul of this team.
Bryce Kearns, the intended receiver on that play, is the backup quarterback, and it looks like Tyler Holtz may have to come out. It looks like he might have lost a little feeling in that right arm. Let's hope it's just a stinger that he's going to need a moment. Timeout on the field, counting down the last seconds of the 3rd quarter, and DeWitt still leads by 2.
Jacob, we're rocking our Detroit jerseys. Unreal city, unreal fans, unreal team. But boys, the team is buzzing this year. Let's go.
Let's go,
outside, inside, wall side, outside, inside, wall side. Right now, get half off every wall side window. Any style, any size, any color. Plus no interest till 2027. No down payment. For your home, put Wallside on your side. Schedule your safe at home or virtual estimate today at wallside.com.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride? No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom. Dude, are you okay? I am definitely buzzed. Yeah. I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home. Yeah.
After this game, which wraps up 2 full days of football at Ford Field, we'll have the Mr. Football presentation from state champs. 2 of the finalists are playing in this game. That young man, Ty Holt, who's had quite a day. Dante Moore on the other sidelines across the way has had a sensational season. Got off to a great start today, and a little quiet of late.
Cephas Harris, one of the best running backs in the state. Zach Ahern, tremendous quarterback for Rockford.
A little jump toss over the middle, caught, and a first down, Bryce Debris. We saw that play featured at halftime in the feature for DeWitt. The little jump toss, a flag flew. Let's see.
Ineligible man downfield on the offense.
That's the danger of that play, isn't it?
5-yard penalty from the previous spot. 3rd down.
Yeah, they ran that play last year, I believe, in the state championship for a touchdown. So you have to be very careful who's getting downfield. As far as linemen, I'm just not really sure what they called there. I didn't have the same angle as the official. I understood what they called, but I didn't see an offensive lineman down the field.
I think they looked like the right guard, Taylor Nordman, was blocking far enough, just a couple of yards past the line of scrimmage. That resulted in the call. That's going to end the 3rd quarter of play. A scoreless 3rd quarter of play after the big first half. Lots of defense in the 3rd quarter. We're heading to the final 12 minutes at Ford Field in the Division III state championship game with DeWitt on top by 2.
A team of world-renowned specialists who plan the most comprehensive course of cancer treatment. Technology so advanced, it delivers the greatest precision in the world. Access to the most promising life-saving clinical trials. And a team of nurse navigators who are by your side through every step of treatment, tailored to your needs. Only at the Sparrow Herbert Herman Cancer Center. For health, for care, for life.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
so the interscholastic athletes may thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games. Enjoy the game!
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MI Student Aid.
Welcome back to Ford Field. If you look close enough to the DeWitt Panther helmets, you'll see the decals FS. Those initials stand for Frey Strong. Marcus Frey was an assistant coach, receivers and DBs for DeWitt before he was diagnosed with ALS in late June of 2019. He was also a beloved teacher in the DeWitt community. Marcus Frey passed away a few weeks ago, and this team is honoring Marcus Frey with those FS logos on it because he just played such a big role in the community and with this team when he was a part of the staff. Dan?
Thanks, Danny. That's a very nice tribute to a guy who's held in the hearts of this DeWitt team. Holtz on 3rd and long, throws downfield, and it's intercepted. Was he in bounds? Yes, he was. Intercepted by Terrence Brown. A couple of touchdown catches and now an interception.
Yeah, you really see Dante Moore anti-Holtz just trying to do a little too much. Really dangerous throw into double coverage, overthrows it, huge turnover. Really mistakes that you don't see these two young men make during the season are making right now. I understand they're out here trying to leave it all on the field. That's a big turnover. King has to capitalize. There's not been a score this half.
Terrence Brown, 2 touchdown catches, now the interception. Scoreless 3rd quarter of play, and King will take over at the 25-yard line.
Tommy McIntosh is coming off with cramps. If I'm Martin Luther King, I'm looking who he was matched up on. I think it's Lynn Weichel, and I go right at the backup right now.
McIntosh limping off the field. Tyler Holtz, the quarterback, plays at the safety spot. He's got a big interception for DeWitt. 69-yard touchdown on the return after the interception. That was right at the end of the first half, and that is the difference in the game right now. Dante Moore puts Weichel in motion. The give, though, is to Sterling Anderson. He had a hole right side. That's a big gain on first down. Nick Flegler with a tackle, a gain of 7.
Yeah, really good job of putting Lynn Weichel into motion. Again, that's window dressing. It pulls the linebackers a little wide. Everybody's attention focuses to them, and they come back with the zone run. Really good play call.
Anderson in the backfield with Moore. He's going to get the call. He's been a big factor in the 3rd quarter. Just a yard or so here, setting up 3rd and very short. Holtz, Jaden Hall on the stop. 3rd and 2 from the 17-yard line, down by 2.
Starting to feel a little bit of the momentum shift here.
King 3 of 5 on 3rd down. Handoff is to Brown. Up the middle across the 15. 1st down yardage. King will have 1st and 10 at the 14. A gain of 4 for Terrence Brown. Landon Tabor on the stop. No huddle offense for King. And they're pushing the tempo right now. Handoff again to Brown. Across the 15. Very little there on 1st down. Flegler on the stop. 2nd and long. Keep waiting for Weichel to touch the ball. Some kind of a short crossing route into the end zone. He's to the near side, the middle of those 3 receivers. Quick toss to Brown across the 15, steps inside the 10, a flag flies. Boy, he keeps the legs going, but this is coming back. It's going to be a hold, and it might be on Lynn Weichel. The flag was thrown, and he was out there blocking for his teammate Terrence Brown. The number of big penalties with King driving.
Holding on offense, number 6. 10-yard penalty, spot of the foul. We play second down.
Yeah, and I'd like to see this play call go on the other side, but we talked about how difficult it is for a wide receiver in open space to have to stalk block. They go to the boundary, don't have a lot of room to work. Gets called for a hold. Just too many penalties and mistakes for King that are killing their drives.
9 penalties, 80 yards. Setting up 2nd and 20. Dante Moore back. Flush from the pocket, throws on the run. Great catch on the far side. Lamont Parks. We've not called his name much today. That's a gain of 11, a big gain for Lamont Parks.
I'd put that formation in my back pocket, and look how much room Dante Moore had to run. Everything got cleared out.
3rd and 9. Weichel and Williams split to the near side. Anderson in the backfield to Dante Moore. A big 3rd down for Detroit King. Moore has time. Flips it right side. Driving with the feet, though, after being short of the 1st down. Joseph Williams, what a play to get the 1st down inside the 5, a gain of 10. He was stopped 4 yards short, but he was not going to be denied.
I mean, look how physical their wide receivers are. Chauncey Willis and Joseph Williams. We didn't talk about him in the opening, but he's definitely the triple threat of wide receivers. Makes a lot of plays all season and really just wills himself. And there you go.
Give is to Sterling Anderson for the touchdown.
Championship football teams, they win in the trenches. When you're on the goal line, nothing fancy, nothing cute, just run the football, power it. My line's better than your line, we're going to score a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened. Great job of King bouncing back from hurting them, shooting themselves in the foot with some penalties.
Go for 2 to try to make this a 6-point game. Weichel on the fake, this quick toss, though. They're trying for Sterling Anderson. The ball was knocked down. The play before the touchdown, Joseph Williams, all the credit in the world to him. He was hit at the 10-yard line, got down to the 3, setting up this play. Look at the push up front for Sterling Anderson, and King back on top by 4.
Your hometown sports network, Bally Sports Detroit, the heart of the fan.
Everybody not built to coach. Y'all start over, because I ain't see none of that. There's a lot of work. Head on the swivel. Who do you see? Who do you see? Pivot. And I like the process of just getting better. I've been a Piston fan through my whole life. And as soon as you step through the door, it's just an unbelievable feeling. Anybody that put on that red, white, and blue, I'm rooting for you. Oh, yeah! We're going to ball out till we fall out. Detroit till I die.
This fall on Bally Sports Detroit. Nighttime is prime time for Football Fridays. Across Michigan, Friday nights are bringing communities, rivalries, homecomings, passion, pride, and tradition together again. Because it's high school football.
And they've got some room.
And it is on. This fall, Football Fridays are on Bally Sports Detroit.
Back in 4th game here at Ford Field in the Division III state championship game. Sterling Anderson with the touchdown. King had a 19-7 lead, 2 touchdowns in the last minute of the first half. Ford DeWitt gave them the halftime lead. The lead was still the same at the end of 3 quarters. Now King back on top by 4. Bryce Debris, oh man, it's laid out as he crosses the 30-yard line. Tough hit. But he gets up, and now DeWitt, which has moved the ball pretty consistently well but a couple of turnovers have stopped a couple of drives here in the second half.
You have plenty of time, 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Go back to your game plan, execute, be patient, don't force anything, because one turnover could change the outcome of this game very quickly.
It was a turnover by Tyler Holtz. Just 3 interceptions all year trying to make a play. It led to the interception. It led to the touchdown. First down here. Holtz on the keeper. Good gain on first down. Good blocking up front. Jameel Croft on the tackle. 6-yard gain, setting up 2nd and 4. Everybody packed in tight for DeWitt. They give. Flegler, left side, keeps the legs churning. Both of these, I tell you, players on both teams have done a great job keeping the legs going after the initial hit. Flegler, that time, we've seen it with Brown. We've seen it with Anderson. This is good hard running.
Yeah, and they got elephants on parade, we call it. They went to the right with the quarterback sweep. Now they come back with the counter, getting 4 guys out there, just outnumbering the box, getting good blocking up front, and they're moving the football nice and patiently, methodically.
Holtz on the keeper on first down. Crosses midfield, a gain of 3. Blake Bailiff called his number a lot, number 11 on the stop for Detroit King. Tommy McIntosh suffering from cramps. And as you were saying during the break, Justin, once that starts, it's awfully hard to overcome that. It's not going to stop. And so one of the top targets for Tyler Holtz is not in the game. Flegler is, though. Another carry. Quick sweep left side. Bailiff brings him down, but a nice solid gain, setting up 2nd or 3rd, just about a yard.
And Tommy just came in last play. They just are sneaking them in at tight end, so you're not noticing them, but they're doing that to set something up. Block, 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 release. You're going to get a mismatch there in the secondary. It could spring for a big play. He's been crossing the formation a whole lot. Watch for some type of boot action with him.
McIntosh is the tight end on the near side. 3 of 7 on 3rd downs for DeWitt. Handoff left side. Big hole. First down, whistle blew. Bryce Debris gets the first down for DeWitt. Great blocking on the left side of that line. Trevor Dennis and Jaden Hall.
This is a championship drive right now if they can finish it. You're just simply packing it all into a phone booth, running downhill and say, I dare you to stop me. And they're doing a tremendous job of getting movement up front, and the backs are running really hard. They're going back to their bread and butter.
Saw the ball come out on the replay, but the whistle had blown by that point. 1st and 10 at the Detroit King 32. Holtz rolling right, looking downfield, spins out of 1 tackle, and then, whoa, man, the boom is lowered. Carl Williams and Michael Collins converging with a big hit.
Holy guacamole, he came up and just laid the wood, got spinned around. He can't take too many of those hits. That's a big-time hit, sending a message, we're still here.
Man, Carl Williams, the big hit, 9th tackle of the day for Carl Williams, the senior. Loss of 9. 2nd down. Holtz, right side, caught by Kearns. Steps out of a tackle, has the first down and more. Inside the 15-yard line, Bryce Kearns. Big catch. Corey Webb finally brings him down. What running after the catch, a gain of 29.
I mean, this is what's impressive about Ty Holtz. Takes a huge hit, comes back, puts the ball on the line, zips it right through, some high velocity. We talked about Bryce Kearns making plays after the catch, gets upfield, huge first down after he felt a little momentum swing after that big hit on Ty Holtz. Big players make big plays in big games.
First down, give. Flegler left side, tries to cut it up. stumbled, lost his footing. He still managed to keep his footing to gain 5. 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. What an effort on the last play. Corey Webb dove for the ball, trying to knock it down, didn't, ended up on the turf. He got up and made the play 29 yards downfield.
Yeah, Ty Spence speaks extremely high of him. He's the quarterback of the secondary back there. Tremendous effort. DeWitt's knocking on the door.
2nd and 5, direct snap. Right up the middle, Debris gets it inside the 3. Terrence Mays brings him down. The terrific nose tackle for Detroit King. Counting down to 3.5 minutes to go in the Division III state championship game. King leading by 4.
Wildcat there, just a direct snap to the running back, gets downhill, and they're using Ty Holtz as a blocker.
Direct snap to Holtz, running right side. He'll be stopped short. Pretty good push, it looked like, but credit to that defensive line for King. Stopping Holtz at the 1.
Yeah, and they're going to bring in some extra beef here to really pack in. They're packing in. I would look for DeWitt to try to stay inside and then pull out and try to get to the edge. They're really uncomfortable packed inside right now. Martin Luther King getting a little tired. It's been a long drive, starting to wear him out. Championship football on the 1-yard line.
Flegler, Debris in the backfield, full house backfield, give left side, push. Did he get to the goal line? No! Martin Luther King with a defensive stand, and they'll get the ball on downs. Oh, so close. Right down to the 1-foot line. Great defense. Carl Williams leading the way.
Look, we talked about offense all day, hyping up the quarterback, hyping up the wide receivers, the running backs, but defense wins championships, and this is a huge goal line stand that could potentially win a state championship for Martin Luther King. Now the other problem on the flip side, their back is against the wall, and they cannot afford any mistakes.
DeWitt has 2 timeouts left. King has all 3. 2.5 minutes to go. Whoa. Credit to that young man, Carl Williams, and his teammate, Blake Bailiff. 2 of the really good linebackers on this Crusaders team for combining to make the stop right at the goal line. Bailiff with 9 tackles today. Carl Williams with 7, including a couple of tackles for loss.
That's how a linebacker's supposed to look. Little blood coming from the top of the nose.
Look at these 2 combining on the stop. Wow. You had big numbers, 79 with the push for DeWitt. Tyler Nordman, all 6'6", 315 pounds, trying to push Debris from behind into the end zone. And those 2 for King would not be denied, Carl Williams and Blake Bailiff.
After review, the play on the field stands. First down, King.
Little suspense there, huh, Dan, from the official?
After further review, pause.
Oh, man, they just fill, and it's just they're just running big man inside there. Number 55, Terrence Mays, sticking his nose in there.
This ball, you can see on the 1-foot line. Dante Moore will sneak it, get the push from his big fellas right in front of him. Center, Terrell Hollingsworth, Zontez Calhoun, the left guard, Jurius Perkins, the right guard. Try to give him a little bit of breathing room. DeWitt will call time. 2 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the Division III state championship game. A back-and-forth game. Just one score in the second half, and that's for Detroit Martin Luther King. They've got the 4-point lead with 2.5 to go.
It's here, the Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Prices good through December 5th. Protect guns, ammo, and other valuable items in this secure 30-gun fire safe. Get it for $499 after rebate. This large 12-quart air fryer has 7 cooking options. The perfect gift for your favorite foodie, just $79.99. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in-store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
New inventory is arriving daily, and Ford has just announced special offers on the Ford Escape. Right now, get 0% APR financing plus $1,000 retail bonus cash on the 2021 Ford Escape SE. Or if you want to lease a Ford Escape, returning AZ Plan trade-in lessees can lease one for only $199 a month for 24 months. So take advantage of the 0% financing offer or lease a Ford Escape for only $199 a month. See a Southeast Michigan Ford dealer today.
Today's game summary brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. We look at the 2 quarterbacks, 2 of the finalists for Mr. Football from state champs. The comparison, defenses have really stepped up in the second half. Both had big first halves. We've certainly enjoyed watching both of them play today. But you really, given all their success this year, Justin, the defenses for both DeWitt and Detroit King have been outstanding. Interceptions, big plays, handoff right side. Not much there, but again, Terrence Brown makes a little something out of nothing, gains 2, and it looked like he had nothing at all. Second timeout for DeWitt. 3rd and 6 now for King from their own 5. I'm not picturing anything but another run, and yet, Justin, given the talents of Dante Moore and the weapons that he has, a safe short route seems like that would be a real possibility here on 3rd down.
Get the ball in Lynn Weishel's hands. We've been saying it all day. Get him more touches. Also, it's interesting, if they don't get this, just throwing food for thought out here, do you take the safety so you get a kick and you don't put yourself in a position to get a punt block? Okay, yes, you would give an opportunity for them to then drive down and kick a field goal, but they've only kicked 2 field goals all season. So you have to really think about what you want to do if you don't get it, but you draw up a play to win this football game, not to lose.
Let's take a look at what's at stake here in this Division III state championship game. For DeWitt, trying to make it back-to-back Division III titles. They've had 4 13-win seasons. This would be their 4th with a win. For Detroit King, it'd be their 5th football title, their 1st since 2018, and their 3rd season of 13-plus wins. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Dante Moore looking to throw. Quick toss right side, has the first down. What a throw and catch. Chauncey Willis, and wow is right. King with a first down now will be able to run the clock. No timeouts left for DeWitt.
Yeah, what a gutsy call. This is, we just talked about it. Don't play to lose, you play to win. They throw it to their big playmaker. He's got a big body, gets his body between the defender and the ball, makes a big catch. Dante Moore might have just put a stake into it.
More security! More security!
Out of the gun, Terrence Brown in the backfield with Dante Moore, and he'll get the call up the middle. Keeps the legs churning as he always does. Big gain on first down before Landon Tabor brings him down. But Detroit King, a gain of 10. They're moving the sticks, and they're going to win a 2nd state championship for Tyrone Spencer, their 2nd in 4 years.
Well, when's the last game Dante Moore didn't throw a touchdown pass?
40 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions coming in. Got off to an 11-for-11 start. Credit to the DeWitt Panthers defense. Victory formation now for Detroit King. This is a heck of a game. Two great quarterbacks. Defense has made plays in the game today on both sides, Justin.
Yeah, defense has stepped up. Defense has won championship in a goal line stand to win the state championship.
Goal line stand.
Unbelievable.
DeWitt kept trying to pound it in, and they came up truly inches short of the goal line. Detroit King will not have to snap it again. And the Crusaders of Detroit, Martin Luther King, have won the Division III state championship in 2021.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the game. Your final score, Detroit Martin Luther King 25, DeWitt 21.
What a thrill for that young man, Dante Moore, as he gets hugs from his coaches. And he's coming back for another season. He's just a fine young man. Tyrone Spencer couldn't say enough good things about him. He said all the national attention, and he's focused on one thing, making his team better and trying to deliver a state title for his teammates. And even without the touchdown pass today, he played a heck of a game. DeWitt, wow. Two good teams, two heavyweights, Justin. And that defensive stand was really something.
Way to fight, guys. You guys play fucking amazing.
Menard's big money moment of the game. We talk about a defense wins championships. We're on the goal line. Terrence Mays in the middle. Carl Williams filling hard. They stop him 1 inch from the goal line. And that is the difference. That is the state championship winning play for Martin Luther King. And what a game as advertised. Great respect for both teams. DeWitt has nothing but to be proud, keep their heads up high. But Detroit Martin Luther King with their 5th state title. Unbelievable game, an unbelievable way to end.
Can't get over the combined hit for number 3, Carl Williams, number 11, Blake Bailiff. That linebacking core led the way today on the Crusaders defense for Detroit King, and it looked like debris had some momentum in a big hole, and they couldn't have closed it more quickly and more effectively. That's a wow of a stop.
Well, Dan, it's been a great pleasure this weekend. Honor to call with a legend.
I'm not sure who that is, but Justin, thoroughly enjoyed it. Your insight has been terrific these last couple of days. And I just love doing these high school games. The coaches were so helpful in helping us get ready for these games. They always want you to know about their teams, and Tyrone Spencer is terrific. Done a couple of his championship games now in the last 4 years. We'll keep you right here through the trophy presentation. Oh, it's always the hurt on the losing side. Those shots get you. And And then we're going to have the presentation of the state champs, Mr. Football. For that young man, Tyler Holtz, he's going on to play at Brown. Wanted to play at an Ivy League school. He's going to study medicine. A lot of good things ahead for Tyler Holtz. Both of these quarterbacks impressed us today.
Tremendous respect for both programs. They have a great respect for each other. This is a great competition and a great way to end the state finals weekend.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the presentation of the championship trophies and medals, let's first acknowledge these two fine teams for their achievements this year and their play today. And now at this time, we direct your attention to the field, where Mark Matson, the athletic director and interim superintendent at Maple City Glen Lake High School and a member of the MHSAA Representative Council, with the assistance of Sam Gibson, a junior from Plainwell High School, a member of the MHSAA Student Advisory Council, will make the trophy presentation to our Division III finalists, the Panthers of DeWitt. Accepting the trophy, head coach Rob Zimmerman. Congratulations to DeWitt on an outstanding season. And now, Mr. Matson and Mr. Gibson will present the Division III Championship Trophy to the Crusaders of Detroit Martin Luther King. Accepting the trophy, Coach Tyrone Spencer.
Let's get it, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Congratulations to Detroit King, the 2021 Division III 11-player football champions. Crusader fans, officially licensed MHSAA champion souvenirs honoring your team are now available at the merchandise souvenir stands in the Gate Atrium. T-shirts and team trophy presentation plaques and game action photos are on sale. Quantities are limited. Be among the first to honor your team by purchasing an official MHSAA.
Yeah, they're going to take their team picture and then we'll do it. That way they're all lined up. Nice shot. It's all right there. I think they're going to take their picture first.
Dannie Rogers is down there on the field and trying to get Tyrone Spencer, but she's got somebody down there very happy. Detroit King group. Danny.
We got to get him.
Dannie Rogers, are you there? I think they're going to get the team picture first. Danny's down there. She'll talk with Tyrone Spencer, somebody from the Detroit King group. Fifth title for Detroit Martin Luther King. He won in 2018 under Tyrone Spencer. This was his fourth trip to the finals. He also won in 2015 when he was an assistant coach. Eighth time in the finals. Great tradition of winning at that program at Detroit Martin Luther King.
See Daquan Finn back. He made it up from Toledo. He threw 4 touchdown passes tonight for Toledo. He was the last quarterback to win a state championship at King. Pretty neat that he made it up here to support his guys.
We did that game 3 years ago in the 2018 finals, and that's an impressive young man. So that's a good way to celebrate for him. Celebrate his alma mater's win by throwing 4 touchdown passes today. Think about it. Dante Moore is a junior. Now Lynn Weichel Jr. is a senior. They've got a lot of weapons coming back. Let's take it down to the field. And down there somewhere is Dannie Rogers. Danny?
We've been teasing it all day long, a moment we've been waiting for. Lauren Plant with state champs. Please take it away.
All right, I just want to say first off, on behalf of all the fans, we thank you from across the state of Michigan. The 18,000 votes that came into Mr. Football across this season, across the campaign. But for 13 years, only one guy can walk away with the title of Mr. Football. And we're making history this year as we have the first junior to win the award. So he will be defending Mr. Football next season. Without any further ado, on behalf of Yellow Flag Productions, the 2021 State Champs Mr. Football Award presented by Hungry Howie's goes to Detroit Martin Luther King's Dante Moore.
Dante, your head coach, Ty Spencer, says it's your character that leads to your discipline in the workouts, to getting you better as a junior to win this Mr. Football Award. What goes into your work ethic day in and day out?
I mean, first off, I want to shout out, first of all, God, without him, nothing is where it's possible. But, I shout out my family, the sacrifice they make. Big shout out to Devin Gardner, my trainer. He taught me to be a man in my life, on my workouts, early mornings, late at night, just get better myself. But I really appreciate all them, all my teammates, head coaches, coaches overall. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that's doing me through this process. Really appreciate it.
Your team, this is a back-and-forth state final game. How did your team overcome the adversity to bring home this state title?
We just kept the energy going. After I threw my pick before half, everybody kept saying, keep your head up. In the moment, I was down on myself. But when I went in the locker room, I talked to everybody. We said we come back with the same energy, keep fighting. I told them, I swear I'm getting that end zone for us. But I promise you, we're just good with the win right now, so I'm just thankful.
Congrats, Dante. Thank you.
That's pretty neat. You'll be able to defend that Mr. Football Award. You don't get to do that very often.
That and a state championship, that's very unique. He's a great young man on and off the field. Very proud of him.
Well, that's going to do it for our coverage of the Division III final here at Ford Field this evening. Our final score: Detroit Martin Luther King, the Crusaders 25, the Panthers of DeWitt 21. For all of us here at Bally Sports, we say thank you for tuning into our coverage of the 2021 MHSAA football finals. For Dannie Rogers, for Justin Cessante, I'm Dan Dickerson saying so long from Ford Field. Have a great night, everybody.